It is 3:01. Good afternoon. I'm Lucas Panzica. The first ever number retired by the Nashville Predators went into the rafters on Thursday. The number 35 as the franchise honored legendary goaltender Pekka Rinne with the pregame ceremony before taking on the Dallas Stars. The team also announced during the ceremony a statue honoring Rinne will be unveiled in the plaza outside Bridgestone next season. Preds went on to beat the Stars by penalty shootout. They will host the Tampa Bay Lightning at Nissan Stadium tomorrow night for a 6:30 puck drop, looking for their third straight win. College baseball, Vanderbilt back in action, a home series against Army this weekend. Game 1, first pitch is today at 4:30 from Hawkins Field. Tennessee will host Iona this weekend. First pitch coming up in half an hour at 3:30. Big weekend of college basketball starting tomorrow. Number 17, Tennessee, hosting number 3, Auburn and Thompson Bowling Arena, welcoming back former head coach Bruce Pearl. Tip-off is at 3 p.m. You can hear the Vol Network call right here on 104.5 The Zone. Vanderbilt heading down to Starkville to take on Mississippi State tomorrow, and noon tip-off. And the Belmont Bruins will finish the regular season hosting Tennessee State Sunday at 5 p.m. Nashville Soccer Club will kick off its season on Sunday at the Seattle Sounders, a 7 p.m. kickoff as Nashville enters its first ever season in the Western Conference in MLS. Will also be the first ever meeting with the Sounders. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once and your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Welcome in 3HL 104.5 The Zone. It is a Friday in the Music City. Hope you're having a great day. It's going to be a phenomenal weekend. I can feel it. For me, you, everybody, all God's children. Great weekend coming up. Dawn Davenport is not here, but it is her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Babsy. Happy birthday, Babsy. Happy birthday.
To you?
Hey, no, to her.
Yeah, yours is coming up in June, right?
Yeah, we got a long time. Long time.
It's going to be hard for you to top what you did last year.
Yeah, and guess what? It's just going to be subdued, just real chill, because that was it. That was it for me.
Vegas.
Till 50. 50, I'll go on another escapade.
Like Paula Abdul or Janet Jackson.
I was just about
can't
to say,
remember.
escapade.
Hey, Lucas Panzica in for Joe Hunk. He's sitting in traffic on the way from Huntsville. Traffic does build from time to time on 65 coming from that far away, but
sometimes.
You do have a little button bar with a happy birthday thing on it, right? Like just to totally steal something from Buck Rising right here.
I'm always down to do that.
Oh, yeah, take it.
Happy birthday to him. I don't care.
I like
Good
that.
luck.
I love that so
I love that
much.
too. That's cold-blooded.
Was there a reason that you went to find that Stephen A. Smith soundbite way back in the day?
Our show is an affinity for Stephen A. Smith, right? It's not
I
what he
love it.
says, it's how he says it. We worship Stephen A. Smith, so we'll take him anytime we can.
Some call him Screaming A. Smith.
I like it.
All right. There you go. So Hunk will be here. There he is. He's Ron Slay.
Hey!
And from Nashville, Tennessee, at 6'8", at power forward, Ron Slay.
Y'all better buckle up, because this car ain't got no roof. Woo! That's right.
I just realized something on that intro.
What up?
At 6'8".
Yeah. Oh, that was, yeah.
But they left the weight out of there, right? Like,
Yeah, what they got to do with anything? Nobody calls out the weight when they call the starting line up.
They don't?
No.
At 6'8" and 227 pounds.
No. I don't think that's it.
245 pounds.
Nope, that ain't it either.
What about when you were at Pearl Cone trying to crack back the Mondelli brothers?
185.
6'5", 185.
You talking about little?
You weren't 6'5" yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Somewhere in there?
Yeah. Somewhere in that gap.
And Mondelli was like...
So little. So little.
I'm just guessing. I don't know Mondelli. I just know the stories.
Yeah.
Either one of them. What
that's
were they,
enough.
like 5'10", 245?
I don't even know.
Just cut out of concrete?
Big. They were big. They were huge.
Oh, man. Yeah, happy birthday, Babs. You want to say happy birthday to her. She can see your tweets at Dawn Davenport TN. That would be very nice of you on a Friday afternoon in the Music City. We got a big weekend of basketball.
It's going down.
First day we come in the studio, and Ron Slay looks through the soundproof glass
Yeah.
and yells at Lucas Panzica.
Yeah, man.
And I don't even know why he's yelling at Lucas Panzica, because Ron Slay has a great love affair
That's
with
my dog.
Lucas Panzica. He calls him Pan.
Yeah, that's Pan the man. That's right.
A lot of more people are starting to call me that, by the way.
Well,
the man.
that's gonna be taken back, Pan. That's gonna be taken.
By the
I
way,
hate to inform you.
If you hear a weird sound, that's not just our voices. That's Ron Slay with a shaker.
Pom pom.
It's a shaker.
It's a pom pom.
Panzica. Is that a shaker or a pom-pom?
It could be both.
No, come on now. He's already one down to you right now.
That's right now. Yeah, see, Pan trying to get back
I'm
on my
trying to
good
win
side.
Slade
That's
back.
right. That's right. Pan, we got a lot of games. We got a lot of games in our future to do, and you trying to choose sides on me, dog?
Why do you have a shaker, and are you going to shake that thing all show long?
Yes, when I'm not wearing it. First of all, shout out to Sunset Elementary, Miss Surpass and the gang over there. Salute to them. Did fun run, and for fun run for Lil Ron and them, they had orange and white pom poms over there.
I saw your social media post with Lil Ron going around in circles.
Yeah.
It looked like it was the gym, but it looked like a skating rink. Like, it's an all skate, everybody.
I don't know why they did it so early though. They usually do it like it more closer in the spring and they do it outside, and it's a lot of fun. That was fun too though.
But you know what I was thinking? Watching these kids run around in circles just
What?
over and over and over. That's not fun. That ain't no fun
they tricked
run.
them. They tricked them.
They tricked them into exercising.
They tricked them with the lights, with the music. Put a little tunnel that they can run through. Oh yeah, they got them. Put the girls in the girls. They were in the stands with the flag. So yeah, but after I used my pom pom there, I said, you know what? I was walking out, and Miss Surpass said we picked the right color, didn't we? I said, you doggone right you did. So now we have a Tennessee pom pom.
Is she related to former police chief? Sir
You know
Pass?
what? I keep forgetting to ask her that.
I keep forget.
I keep forgetting not in love anymore. That's one of my guys too, man. Michael McDonald. He cold-blooded. Get on him.
I saw him driving down Old Hillsborough Road one time. I was like, who is this guy in this, like, because you can see him coming, because the speed limit's like 40. So
Yeah.
you can see a guy coming from a while away. But it was like I don't know, like a convertible BMW or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it was this guy had this white hair just blowing in the wind and sunglasses on. I looked at him and I was like, dang, that's Michael McDonald.
Couldn't get no cooler than that.
No cooler. Nobody cooler on Old Hillsborough Road on that day than Michael McDonald.
And the reason I got this, mayoral, is because it is time to run them eeny, meeny, miny, mo, tiger, by a toe out of Knoxville. That's what's going on. That's why I got this. This is to some known as a pom-pom, or like you said, a shaker.
Yeah, they became shakers. Back in the day, they had pom-poms. Like it was a wood stick with like the orange and white stuff at the end of it.
Look.
With cheerleaders, they're pom-poms to me.
Look at the white stick.
With fans, they're shakers.
They're shakers, man.
Okay, everyone. I got a shaker palm. How about that?
I mean, y'all let us know at 30HL1045.
Shaker palm.
Are they pom-poms or shakers?
It's
I mean,
combined. It's
we're,
a shaker palm.
we're, solving all the world's problems today.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a Auburn Tiger by the toe. If he holler, let him go. Tell him, hell no. This ain't the Plains, baby. This ain't the Plains. Ain't nothing smooth about this.
You've literally been on the radio all day long, and you still have it.
I'm ready. I am ready. Listen, Pearl said, man, this is going to be a Final Four type atmosphere. It starts today.
He did say it. He said that it would be easier to win a Final Four game than win in Knoxville against this Tennessee team.
And you know what?
And that's BP being BP.
Yeah, but you know what? There's some validity to that. You like I didn't have to tweet,
you got
I
it
tweet
out.
that on.
Yeah.
There's some validity in that.
Literally, Blaine and Mickey is the only show you haven't done on this radio station
They
today.
didn't call me. They didn't call me.
You saw him on the way out.
I did see him. And Blaine rolled with his guy. He wanted him to lock the door. So that's what has me boggled by my brother, my man, Pan the Man, who right now is just Panzica, because he chose for his shot He called his shot Auburn.
You know who you sound like today?
Who?
Remember the old Harlem Globetrotters cartoons? And they would show up on Scooby-Doo every once in a while.
I do remember that.
And like the head coach.
They'd be on there with the Fat Albert gang.
Yeah. Yes.
I saw them with Fat Albert in them
Yes,
too.
Fat Albert.
Yep.
You sound just like the coach today.
Well,
But that's why you're mad at Panzika, because he picked Auburn. I told you this one's been making me nervous.
And more so, and I'm about to stop understanding you soon. If you keep it up, I'm misunderstanding both of you two. Both of you.
I'm worried about Walker Kessler and Jonas Adus.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't be.
And who's guarding Jabari?
Hey guys, listen. Everybody take a deep breath.
He's 6'10", going on the perimeter.
Everybody take a deep breath.
Who's got him? Ziegler? He's a foot shorter.
He would.
Oh, he would.
Oh, he would. And he'd take his rock, too. And I'm going to tell you what. Don't be surprised if you see that matchup come and he take his rock. I'm telling you right now, man. Listen, man. It's something different up on Rocket Top. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm going to explain the validity of Bruce Pearl's point soon. Whenever we get around to it. But you know what else we got?
What else we got?
I just got a text from guess who?
Who?
Coach Penny Collins.
Oh, TSU. They've won 3 in a row.
Man, and we got to get my man on the air, man.
Let's do it.
Yo, so what's that? Penny, I'm about to text you. Matter of fact, I'm going to call you at the break, Penny. Little Penny.
Panzika was asking who we have on, and it's Peter Burns at 3:20 coming up in the next segment.
He know how to lock the door.
Which he mentioned you and the show and all kinds of things during the SEC Network.
He picked the right time to come on, too, boy.
Tennessee, Missouri. Yeah, and we told Penny's coming on. He said, Penny Hardaway? I said, no. I don't know about him.
Guess what? We want him on, though. I'm going to do some reaching out.
That would be must listen.
I'm going to do some
You
reaching
and
out.
Penny on the side. Like, I'll just get the hell out the way.
Sometimes you got to move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just get my back.
So Penny Collins coming up.
If I fall, hit me
TSU.
up.
TSU might end up in 4th place in the OVC before it's said and done.
Yeah. Now,
We'll see.
Man, I can't wait to talk to Penny.
Peck and Knight, a success last night. We'll talk about it. Murray State blast Belmont. Big one in the Glass House tomorrow.
Yeah.
TSU hosting Black Hockey History Tour today. That happened today. The NHL's Black Hockey History Tour truck is a 525-square-foot mobile museum celebrating black achievement in hockey. The museum will actually, if you missed it today at TSU, will be at Bridgestone Arena today until 8 o'clock on 5th Avenue. So go check it out. Also there tomorrow from 10:30 until 4 o'clock. We've got big SEC weekend. Florida, Georgia, Vandy, Mississippi State, UK at Arkansas, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Auburn, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, Mizzou at LSU. We'll talk about all that. Happy birthday, Babs. We'll keep saying that all day long. Russell Wilson removed the Seahawks from his Twitter bio. All that and more. Oh, Slay and Moan headed to the Tommy Bowl.
And guess what? We got a special guest, maybe. I'm waiting on him to hit me.
Is it Lucas Panzika?
No, it's most definitely not Lucas Panzika. He don't even cheer for him. He ain't even want to really cheer for him in this game. So
You don't want that kind of negative attitude going on?
oh, none of that energy needs to be around, man.
It was going to be me, but he pulled it.
It's going to be me. We'll be right back. 3HL. Peter Burns next. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Brent Doherty. Dawn Davenport, happy birthday. She's not here.
Happy birthday, Babsy.
I hope she's on a beach somewhere.
I hope she can hear me singing somewhere.
She said she was actually in customs with the Tennessee golf team, which I told her, hey, that's a sign.
Hey, that is a sign. And we're going to spank them butts.
He's Ron Slay. Joe Hunk is now here, and we go to Peter Burns live from wherever the heck he is. Charlotte, North Carolina, is that where you are?
Yeah, geez, don't sound so disappointed. Oh, now, talking about Dawn Davenport, her birthday, we're like, now we go to Peter Burns.
Listen,
I guess in Charlotte or something.
You're the one that told the world how great she is.
I mean, listen, I knew whenever I was like giving Slay to lock the door, and then I came in and I said something about how Dawn carries the show, I knew you had not seen it because you tweeted, "Hey, Pete, thanks so much for the great shout-out." And I was like, oh, man, I feel bad. The only thing I shout out about Britt was I threw him underneath the bus. I knew you hadn't watched it live.
I was at little kid basketball, but my phone was blowing up, and I need to be thrown under the bus from time to time, Peter.
Yeah, just keep it
It's
rolling.
healthy.
We'll go back and pick them up.
Listen, you just get thrown out of the boom boom room and you're in good shape. That's what happens. What's up, boys?
What's up, Peter?
How good is SEC basketball this year, man?
Yeah.
It's fun. We were talking about that today. Is like, in years past you would have like one, pretty good team and another one that you thought, all right, if they got hot, they can make a run. And I'm like, dude, think about this. You sit there with Auburn and Kentucky that could make the case for a number one seed, especially if Kentucky gets back 100% healthy with Severe Wheeler and Ty.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I start going through all the other teams, and I'm like, there's legitimately 4 teams that if I said, hey, this team's going to be in the Sweet 16 or hell, even an Elite 8, I'd be like, yeah, I can see it. I look at what Arkansas has done, Alabama. I mean, LSU, now that Xavier Pinson's a little bit healthy, and like just how disciplined Tennessee plays week in and week out and game in and game out. That's why this weekend's so big. I'm like, if I looked up in the Vols, we're sitting there as an Elite 8 team, it would not shock me in the least bit.
See, we'll talk about Tennessee, Auburn. We'll talk about the top 4. But you mentioned LSU, and LSU is one of those teams come tournament time that I don't want to play. Even though they've lost a handful of games, like with Pinson at point, like they are a difficult out, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, they're the problem is they have that length, right? And that's something that you can't get. And all of a sudden, when it comes tournament time, hey, the chances of a team kind of tightening up and having a little bit of off shooting night because of the pressure, well, that fits right into what LSU tries to do, right? Like they have the sound and the fury that comes at you when it comes defensively. And I think that's part of the deal is, listen, you'll have a little bit more low-scoring games traditionally in the tournament because teams are tight, and that would fit well. And you go back and look at the losses that LSU had. They were lost for about 3 weeks or so. They couldn't find their footing, but that's because Xavier Pinson was the guy that was running the point. When he wasn't, they didn't have any other scores. So, I mean, again, I pity the fool that's going to have to be a 1 or 2 seed that's probably going to catch an 8 or 9 seed LSU in like that second weekend because that has potential upset written all over.
Did you just go Mr. T on us, like just casually?
I pity him. Yeah.
I pity the fool. I'm trying to get my Ron Slay on.
See, now when you're speaking like that that could have been Sylvester, the cat also. So if you were spitting a little bit, it could be him. Hey, Peter, man, what's up, man? Listen, let me tell you this. When you guys had Bruce Pearl on, I stay watching y'all, man. Y'all do a terrific job. I keep saying that. Especially Patrick Young. I love how y'all bringing Pat along, man. Getting his feet wet. You know what I mean? Taking care of the young fella. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Y'all had Bruce Pearl on. It wasn't you. I think it was Dorian, I think, if I'm not mistaken. They had Bruce Pearl on, and Bruce Pearl just started praising Tennessee. And now he's in the news, and he's saying that there's gonna be like a Final Four atmosphere up there. And I was telling Brent before, man, you know what? It is some validity to what he's saying. Reason being is because he is really telling his guys, y'all have not seen this atmosphere we're about to walk into, and you got to think you got a guard from EKU, Georgia, who really didn't have that type of that type of season to play against that type of crowd. Then you got Walker Kessler coming from North Carolina. Saw a little bit of that with Duke, but outside of that, he hasn't seen this. And then you got Jabari Smith, who's a freshman. Now, you look at that and you say, is he praising or is he setting this up? to get the Tennessee relaxed. But I think
listen.
Go talk to me.
What do you think? What do you think it is?
I think
it's a little bit of both.
I do too, and I think more so because he helped create this atmosphere. So what y'all see in the jungle, this is what I created in Knoxville, and it's picking up, and they're undefeated there. So I'm not sure you guys have seen this all year. Is what he's trying to tell them.
Yeah, and it's that part is a little bit of lie because he did. Like, they saw that against Arkansas, right? They went into Bud
Walton is different. Yep.
And that place was just rocking. And same thing. I mean, I think he's trying to tell his guys, listen, man, we're great at home, right? And it's easy to be great at the jungle right now with how that crowd is going and how everybody's ripping. But listen, they almost lost to Missouri, who's not a very good team, up at Como. They play with their food a little bit against Georgia at some point. You know, they lost to Arkansas there in Bud Walton. And I think he's trying to tell us guys, listen, like, when you're going to be the number one team in the country or a top 5 or 1 seed, people like they circle you on the schedule. Like, yes. I can't wait to play you. And especially with the style of basketball that they play, that's kind of in your face. So, I mean, listen, man, that Knoxville's going to be flipping rocking this weekend.
Yeah.
And it's good, right? Because they're in the tournament. They're either going to be a 1 or 2 seed. They need to be tested like this. And it's a great test for Barnes' squad as well, too. Like, hey,
right.
Listen, is this team for real? Is somebody going to show up and put up 25? That's what I want to see out of this squad that plays normally really disciplined.
I do, too. And all I want you to know, Peter, is this right here. If you got to pick this game, I'm going to tell you this right here, what's going around in that locker room right now. If I'm in there, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If he holler, let him go. All you screamers, hell no. Go Vols, lock the door. I'm going to leave it just like that, Peter. Just like that.
But, buddy, I thought at the end you were going to say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe, lock the dough. You could have gone lock the dough right there and ended it and dropped the mic, but I appreciate how you kept going.
Hey, just be careful because Slay's going to be in the building.
Yes.
So he may end up on some B-roll. I don't know.
That's the way to do it. But, yeah, I mean, you talk about, we were talking about how good SEC's hoops is, but then you look at women's hoops, number 1 team in the country. They're probably going to have 9 conference teams in the tournament, which I don't know if it's ever been done. You're coming off the heels of an all-SEC national champion. You got baseball, top 8 ranked in the top 20. You've got 9 ranked in the top 25 in softball, 5 of the top 10 in gymnastics. Like, right now, right here, this is like the golden age of SEC athletics. And, oh, by the way, it's only going to get stronger when Texas and Oklahoma join here in a couple of years.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I love it.
Goodness.
Peter, I know you got to go. Thanks for the quick visit. Appreciate
Peter.
you.
Lock the door!
Hey!
Did we ever get him to pick the game?
No, he just did.
Oh, he locked the door right there?
Yeah.
That was a pick, you think?
Yeah, that's a pick. Heck yeah, that's a pick. Is that a pick, huh?
Yeah, I think it was a pick.
First of all, it's a problem in here. It's a whole problem in this entire studio right now. I don't know what's going on producer-wise in this studio, but y'all are misguided, son. Y'all are misguided. First pan come out here and pick Auburn for his shot. Then you stroll in here like everything cool with an Auburn sweat on, dog.
Strolled in late, just like nothing happened.
Even more.
In an Auburn sweatshirt.
Yeah, like what's going on?
Which I looked at my closet and I looked at my Tennessee sweatshirt and I looked at my Auburn one and I went, today's going to be the day for the Auburn one. I did it on purpose.
Wow.
Too. I did it on purpose.
They just messing with you.
Wow.
Everybody.
Wow.
Me included.
Wow.
But I'm being honest.
Wow.
From a Tennessee perspective, it makes me nervous this game.
Wow. Wow. You know what makes me nervous? Cue me up. The car ain't got no roof.
Hey, don't break your hand.
Man, the car ain't got no roof.
You want me?
We be in the city.
If you want me to be really honest, if I would have been here on time.
He's not trying to hear you.
I know he's
where your Auburn at? Tigers, where your lease at? We in the city. That's right. Man, y'all crazy, man. We don't care, man. We undefeated up there on Rocket Top. This ain't the Plains. That little smooth sailing that y'all used to in the Plains, it ain't like that up here. Get them, grab them by the collar, drag them through the river. You hear me? And after you finish them, point them to the river. Find your own way back. We ain't going for that on Rocket Top, man. It's real. It's real.
What happens
real.
What happens when the tiger breaks through the leash?
Tell them, come on. You want some more? They put you on the leash for your own safety. See, they think the safety for the people, the safety for the tiger. You see the battle, help the tiger. And I said, the tiger. Help that tiger.
So you think Peter Burns picked the Vols?
I know he did. I heard him say, lock the door.
Yeah, he did.
And then the door locked. Hunk, don't never let me. I hope, boy. I hope I see that laying around somewhere.
Is there a lock on the control room? Because
I'm going to get that sweater.
I got a door that I can jam into it. Make sure
it's all worked up.
I'm going to get that sweater.
Adam says Slay could hype people up in a nursing home.
Well, if they need to get up to get their pudding, call me in. They can't make it to get their pudding, I'm going to give them the strength to walk to the cafeteria to get that pudding. That pudding good.
At the nursing home?
Yes, and it's sugar-free, I mean.
Low-fat, sugar-free.
Low-fat, sugar-free, that's right.
Low-free.
It's low-free, all at the same time. And it's free for the low. Come on, man.
You can watch the show live, Twitter, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch.
Please.
Steven says Rocky Top has Slay's back.
Yeah, they back, man. Listen, man, I'm telling y'all right now, man, that man ain't lying, man. Y'all ain't said, I know what Peter said. Yeah, and that's cool. Yeah. Arkansas was rocking. And I tell y'all all the time, Bud Walton is one of those arenas. Florida's one of those arenas. The Jungle now is one of them. But Rocky Top, man, that's a little bit different. I got to go look and see how many people fit in Bud Walton because I know they don't. I know the most.
They're about 16, aren't they?
They're about cool little 16, but you got a whole dub. 20,000 plus sitting up at Rocky Top with nothing to do on a good Saturday after watching the baseball team do what they going to do at 1 o'clock.
Tara says,
whoa.
Low free pudding, yum.
Yeah, hit the low free pudding.
Adam says, wheelchair ain't got no roof.
Man, wheelchair ain't got no wheels. It's just a chair.
TK says, I'm scared for Hunt. He might get a spanking like the Cats did.
You better believe it. I ain't even got no belt on, but I'm going to use the pom-pom. Spank, spank, honk, spank, spank, honk.
The record attendance at Bud Walton is 20,361, which was set against Auburn a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, well, guess what? They rocking in there then.
All right.
I stand corrected.
I see you, Hog.
No, they rocking in there.
Calling them Hog.
Okay.
Michelle says,
Still
my
ain't seen
birthday
this.
is tomorrow. The Hand and I need some Jack Daniels and a no roof shout out. As soon as I get my hair did, the roof is off.
Who's that?
Michelle.
Shell, listen here. Happy birthday to you, Shell. Take your roof off as soon as you get. Now, I'm scared of you to take the roof off after you get your hair done, though. Because then it's going to blow here well. Okay, be careful, Shell. Just let the sunroof back. Don't let the whole roof off. Let the
At
sunroof
TSU Nisi. She's been with us from
Nisa rock with us.
from before 3HO, actually.
Nisa, we got Penny coming on at 4 o'clock.
And we do.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell us we have a Ron Slay Tiger King role play video Saturday night.
Hey, let's see.
He's going to be in the building, though. It makes it harder to do videos.
Yep. Gonna be tough. And what y'all got to realize, none of these videos are planned. Oh, this is just free flows, man. Like, you know what I mean? That's if it was planned, it'll be out as soon as the clock hits 0. I just let my emotions take over. And my emotions take me down.
John says, when I grow up, I want to be like at Ron Slay 35. His passion for Vol hoops is insane.
But see, what y'all got, y'all can't fail to realize. My passion for anything insane. You hear me? If I'm riding with, I told y'all, as soon as I got this job, I'm loyal to a fault for those that don't know me. So I'm riding with you regardless.
Yeah. As long as you don't come crazy at us.
Yeah, it's cool. You know what I mean?
We can disagree.
Yeah, we gonna disagree.
We are. I mean, we're people.
Right.
You got your school. We got ours.
Yeah.
Hunk
And
has
I want to hear from y'all school.
Hunk has many. J-Mart has more than anybody.
J-Mart got more teams, not
More
just a
teams,
school.
yeah, more
He got
teams than anybody.
Hunk on the verge. Hunk about to get put off the bus in just a minute.
Hunk, is this a pom-pom or a shaker that Slay has?
Oh, it's a shaker.
No, it's not, Hunk.
It's a shaker.
What's the difference?
It's just the name. That's it.
Pom-pom is old school. Shaker is new
It's
school.
old school.
And I don't know
not
if the
old school.
stick that normally comes along
Yeah,
with
the
it
wood
changes.
It is one. Look,
No, that's just like a little handle.
it's a white stick.
So like the old school sticks that you used to have,
Those
maybe that's
big wood sticks.
Nah.
You can impale somebody
Man,
with
this
it.
ain't the 60s.
You know what I think
This is
of
a
when I think of Tennessee
millennial
Auburn?
pom-pom.
When I think of Tennessee Auburn, I go football. And I think of a very beautiful Saturday afternoon in Neyland Stadium. in 1985 where they had shakers with the wood sticks. And they released a lot of orange and white balloons before the Tennessee Volunteers played number 1 Auburn with Bo Jackson, set to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated after a big day of dismantling the Tennessee defense, although that did not happen that day.
Yeah.
The Orange Swarm took Bo Jackson out of the game before the game was over.
That's what happens.
And Tony Robinson
T-Rob
did what he did all over the field, and Tennessee took out number 1 Auburn that day, 38-20. Tony Robinson ended up on the cover of Sports Illustrated. He stiff-armed that man, Bo Jackson, and said, I'm going to take the light today. And that's what I think about when I think about Tennessee and Auburn.
So you foreshadowing a little bit of what's going to happen Saturday.
Do you know by the numbers, Tennessee-Auburn? Basketball?
No, what are the numbers?
I'll let you in on those numbers when we come back.
I know what
see
my
if
numbers
you're
were.
still as confident.
I'll get confident.
Was that the wrong way to go?
Yeah.
Maybe I should try to sell Hunk on one side or the other.
Yeah, maybe because I'm not wavering. I'm
Because
standing
Hunk's
still.
got like an Auburn pullover. He probably has a Tennessee shirt underneath it. I don't know what he's doing.
I really thought about doing that.
Hunk
I
is wilding
seriously
now.
did.
And
What are you going to do during the game?
who, Hunk? Go crazy?
Yes.
You're like
yes.
George Costanza. You're a man divided against himself.
And a George divided against itself cannot stand.
Cannot coexist.
It cannot
stand.
coexist.
All right. Yeah, I've got Tennessee Auburn by the numbers. Also, your phone calls all day long. It is a Trash Talk Friday. We have, I guess we have kind of gotten into that
Yeah, it's on.
already. 615-737-1045. Hey, man, spring is going to be here before you know it, and you might be thinking, man, how am I going to get my yard looking as good as it can? Well, my guys at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply can help you out. DickensSupply.com is the website. Go ahead and go there while you listen to a message from my friend Trey Hartsook. Trey, what's up? How are you?
You know, spring is coming. It doesn't look like it, but it really is, I promise. So we know it's going to warm up. It's going to be nice, and you're going to want to get in that lawn a little bit, right? And when you get out there, you want to have nice stuff. You want to have a good mow you can count on, and that's why Toro is great, because whether you have 0.3 of an acre or 33 acres, Toro has a piece of equipment that can get you what you need to have so you can get done, get back inside with your family, or if you want to cut grass all day, that's great. We got a machine for that too. So stop in to see us. Any Toro stuff's really cool. Got a couple really cool promotions going on, 0 for 48, no interest, all that cool stuff. So stop into a Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply. Talk to a great sales guy about that. We're more than happy to take care of you. On the turf side of things, everybody's talking, what do I need to do? What's the turf plan say? Right now, you want to be putting down that pre-emergent. Want to make sure that we keep that crabgrass out of there going into the early summer. It takes a couple applications of that to get you where you want to go. So follow that turf plan. I know if you overseeded with the PTT last year, you need to make sure you get this pre-emergent down. It's really important to having a great lawn. Also, Brent, I know you guys will be excited about this. Me, not so much. We're back Saturdays, opening up at 7 a.m., closing at 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 to 12 on Saturdays. So Weekend Warriors, we're back in the game. More than happy to help you. Stop in and see us. Convenient located in Olive Mill, Tennessee. Got locations in Nashville, Cool Springs, Hendersonville, Murfreesboro, Bellevue, Brentwood, Lombard, Mount Juliet, and Franklin. If you can't get a hold of us, check us out online, DickensSupply.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. So how was traffic, Hunt?
Sucks.
Coming from Huntsville, how long did it take you?
It took me about 45 minutes to drive the normal part, and then there was a 6-mile stretch where it took me an hour and a half. Right before Columbia, because Columbia is in the midst of construction, and they're now down to 1 lane because they're paving.
Wow.
Just FYI for anybody that's coming north on 65.
So 2 hours 15?
Yep, 2 hours 15.
You going to get you a hotel room?
Now, see, now going south is good. South, they're not touching anything just yet.
South, you got no problem.
Nope, but north, it is good, man.
If you wouldn't have wore that sweater, you would have been fine.
Did Columbia get the construction company decide? Oh, no.
Broke it down to 1 lane
Hunks
because
in
you
the midst
playing
of
around. Yeah.
Wearing that Auburn gear.
They do it every time.
If I'd have been in Tennessee orange, they'd
Here's
just
the thing,
come
though.
on through.
Fast lane.
You've got the Tennessee shaker, and then Ramon's got the Tennessee trucker hat in here, so that's 2 to 1.
That's right.
I don't have anything on.
Yeah, but this
Well, I mean,
it's
I'm
in
wearing
your,
clothes. I'm not sitting here naked.
Yeah, no, but it's in your DNA though. See,
Yeah.
So it's as hard as you try to hide it, you can't.
Watch the show live. Zone TV, Twitter, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Do you have the shaker coming out of your ear
Yeah,
currently?
I'm wearing it because this is how I feel.
All right.
So to shake it, do you just got to bob your head?
When I'm shaking my head at y'all for y'all picks, that's why you hear the shaker.
Stadium Series coming up tomorrow. Over at Nissan Stadium, the Preds are on the ice.
That was fluke.
Hey, that's an indication of tomorrow night.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Slay shot a water bottle across the room. It rimmed out of the garbage can.
Really went in.
Well, it did not go in. It almost hit me.
Went in.
Anyway, secondary market, you can get tickets in the upper deck for like $65. You can get tickets down low, like
Low,
$279 to $4 or something.
Ain't that bad.
Not bad.
Well, Stadium Series.
It's going to be really cool.
Ain't cold.
I've got kid stuff all day, so I wish I could be there. That's going to be one of those deals. If you don't go, you're going to wish that you had.
I wish I was there, but
You'll be in Knoxville.
I most definitely
So what
will.
does your day look like? You and Ramon and a mystery guest will leave.
And a rep.
And a rep, bright and early.
Yep. 11-ish.
That's not bright and early.
I mean, yeah.
Game's at 3, man. You better hustle. You got a tailgate and everything?
That is kind of close, ain't it? No, it's 3 this time.
3 this time.
4 up there.
Yeah?
So
Take you 2.5.
No, who? Take who? Take who 2.5? See. I told y'all, the misunderstanding is real between you two today. And Pan. He can add in here. A triplet of misunderstanding. Ain't gonna take nobody no 2.5 hours.
Okay, let's say it takes you 2 hours. You still only
Flat.
have 2 hours until tip-off.
That's all that's needed. Get there, watch the end of the
Oh, yeah,
baseball
because you
game.
don't really, drink things during tailgating. You shotgun them.
Bingo.
So, I mean, you can have 4 beers in you in 10 minutes.
Man, I'm supposed to be up in the students. I do want to get up in the student. I'm getting up in the student section. When they outside standing,
Are we going to see you guys on television?
it's a possibility depending on where they got our seats.
Who's the mystery guest? You want to identify that person?
I'm waiting on them to hit me.
Bro, are you nice enough to bring Charles Barkley with you?
Oh, could you imagine?
No,
The
Barkley wouldn't come with me. Nope.
People walking down the hall seeing you with
They know
a
it's real.
shaker in your ear.
They know it's real.
I've got Tennessee Auburn by the numbers in just a second, but let's go
Well,
to
let me talk to
Polar
him.
Caleb next up on 3HL. Are you still cold, Caleb?
No, I'm good now. I'm getting warmer and warmer the closer we get to this game.
I like it.
I'm upset Dawn ain't there today on Trash Talk Friday, man. So if you remember, on February 17th, in the Lord's year of 2022, if you look up hour 2, minute 34:45 is where it starts. Dawn promised a go Vols if the Vols win.
Mm-hmm.
She did do that. That's right.
Caleb, I'm glad you got that in your memory
I
bank.
can look it up and y'all can play it for
I
us.
think
What
she's
day should I
also-
call
isn't
for
she
that?
buying
Should I do it
wings?
Monday? Should I do it Tuesday? Should I give
Oh,
her a
no.
day? What day should I call
Don't give
for
her
that?
no day. Monday.
Well, I don't know that she's
Oh,
back
she might
on
not be
Monday.
back.
Monday?
She might not be back,
We going
Caleb.
Monday?
because it's happening.
Yeah, she's
It's
not
happening.
back on Monday, and she may not be back on Tuesday.
Darn,
I can't
Caleb.
remember.
Well, one thing for sure, Caleb, you the first call through whenever she back. To remind her.
When I hear that voice on there, I'm coming for it. I want my go ball. I want my go ball.
Here's the thing. Didn't she promise, like, all Vol fans strike out wings?
Yep. Yes, she did. Everybody get a 6-piece. Yep.
Woo!
Yeah, buddy, we're going to be good and
It's
full.
like steal a base, get a taco, man.
Yeah, but you don't need to worry about it because you on her side. You're going
Yeah,
to be
because
helping
she's
pay the
going to
bill.
get me wings.
Nope.
Or you're getting us wings.
Nope.
Are you saying Hunk is a fake fan?
Hunk is not with the Vols. He made his choice.
Thank you, Caleb. We'll get you in here, man.
Thanks, Caleb.
Thank you guys.
All
man.
right, later,
See
bro.
ya.
Now what are you doing to the shaker?
I'm putting it on where I can keep it on.
I think it's because he couldn't see you while you were talking, so he kept
He's
having to
giving me
turn his head a little more.
He's giving me the side eye like Dawn usually does.
That's right. I'm blocking Hunk because I don't want to see Hunk.
He is blocking Hunk. He's got a shaker in between him and Hunk on his face.
That's right.
All right, Tennessee Auburn by the
Give me
numbers.
some numbers.
Tennessee versus Auburn with Rick Barnes at Tennessee and Bruce Pearl at Auburn. You ready?
Yep.
Auburn is 6-4 against Tennessee. It is 1-1 in Knoxville.
That's about right.
Although Bruce Pearl has won 6 games in a row at Auburn against Tennessee.
Yeah.
6 in a row.
Man, and two of them games, one of them was officiated crazy. You know what I mean? But they won. Without question. Then last year,
That's like Pekka. When we had Pekka on, he's like, damn referees.
Yeah, you know what I mean? and you know what? That's part of the game, so I ain't tripping. Everybody get a bad call here and there and then. Bruce handles it, especially down there in the jungle. If this game was in the jungle, I would probably feel like you guys a little leery about it. But, no, sir. It ain't in the jungle. It's on Rocket Top with the Rocket Top Rowdies. And them that Vol Nation, they're going to be ready to roll. And I'm going to make sure they're ready to roll. Hopefully I can get in there. And you know what? I can be the one to pop the door.
See, here's what I want to see. I want to look up on my television and see Ron Slay wearing his, you can't call it what it really is because you get canceled in today's society, but it's that white tank top undershirt.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see that.
No, I'm boom boom room.
Oh, you
All day long. Yeah, I'm boom boom room. I know
You got to spread the brand.
I don't know what I'm going to be.
But underneath the Boom Boom Room shirt, you're going to have that other shirt
You
on.
better know it.
And my guess is at some point you're going to throw your shirt.
There's a strong possibility.
Throw it on the floor. That way they'll have to, like,
Zoom
pick it
in.
up and zoom in.
I still want to be invited back, though.
Throw it
That's
at
the only-
Bruce.
Nah, this is my man.
I sat behind the bench one time. Bruce was coaching Tennessee. It was a game like Dave Bradshaw was playing the 4
Yeah,
here at Bridgestone Arena. I forget who they were playing, like Wichita State maybe.
probably.
And Bruce had a couple things going that day. He had a running conversation with whatever the lines guy was that day,
Okay.
and he kept talking to us. And I love this. I use it with the kids. He kept talking to the players on the bench about body language
Yeah.
and how important body language is. And I mean, all game he was on them about body language.
It's important.
It is important.
Huge.
That's a life thing, right?
Man.
Like we keep talking about sports as life. Like you use sports to teach life.
Energy, man.
Energy.
You got to have positive
Body
energy.
language. Be positive.
Yep. How can you get something positive in your life if you got negative energy around you at all times?
This happens in sports and life, right? Here you
without
go.
question.
Good things are going to happen to you. Bad things are going to
That's
happen
right.
to you. How are you going to deal with it?
Exactly. Yeah, you get to test your character then. Character will be tested come Saturday. Hope Auburn handles it correctly and they able to walk off and shake hands the right way.
You think we should have a handshake line or take it away?
No, heck yeah, we got to have one.
Patrick Ewing is saying we shouldn't have. Like the reason
going
for the
crazy.
fight, not really a fight, but
The altercation,
yeah,
dispute.
with the Michigan Wisconsin game
The
was
face
because that there's a handshake line.
No, it wasn't. That's
How
not
about
it.
just everybody control yourself?
Like just be a man. Like, ain't anybody saying you got to shake hands? Just walk through the line.
Were there days where you didn't put your hand out there?
Nah, I honestly always. But see, my thing was I was always gonna go shake the coach's hand, and then before the game, because I always felt like what I'm gonna do to you during this game, you ain't gonna want to shake my hand. So I started doing it in my senior year. Because after my junior, when
Get
I
it
tore
in
my
early.
ACL, I went with a whole different mentality. Yeah, So I used to always go shake the coach's hands, hit a couple of players up that I know, and then shake the players' hands on the floor. And that's it for me.
What is going on at TSU? They've won 3 games in a row. Brian Penny Collins, the head coach of the TSU Tigers, joins us next with a little TSU update on 3HL.
Yeah.
Allen Carpet One, that is where you need to go for that next new flooring project. Buddy Allen Carpet One in Donaldson. Check them out online, buddyallencarpet1.com. Locally owned and operated by the Allen family for more than 55 years. Zach, Jenna, and Judson Allen, number one, they're awesome people. You want to get to know them. But anyway, they're in the store every day. So they will help you with every bit of your project throughout the course of the deal. And they're not going to send you off to an installation company at all. They'll handle all that too. So they'll know every bit about what's going on with your project. Lebanon, Pike, and Dawson. 615-883-3289. BuddyAllenCarpet1.com.
Good afternoon. I am Joe Hunk. The Preds got the win last night in a shootout, and now all eyes are on Nissan Stadium and the Stadium Series. Puck is going to drop at 6:30, but the Preds are going to be doing it with a new player as they have recalled Matt Tennyson from Milwaukee because they've had to put forward Nick Cousins on the IR. We've got a busy week of basketball and baseball happening this weekend, as well as, I don't know if you've heard on the show in the last hour, Tennessee, the number 17 team in the country, is hosting the number 3 ranked Auburn Tigers at Thompson Bowling Arena. Pregame is going to start at 2:30 here on 104.5 The Zone with tip-off at 3 o'clock. And Vanderbilt, they're heading to Starkville. They're going to be playing Mississippi State tomorrow afternoon at noon. And when it comes to baseball, Vols and Iona have been going for all of like 20 minutes, and Tennessee is already up 4-0. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to go visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for those Tennessee Vols as well as your Tennessee Titans. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Well, let me correct you right there. I feel like I'm like Joe Hunk a little bit there. Let me correct you right there.
Not so fast, my friend.
Dawn Davenport is not here. She is on a beach, hopefully, with a margarita or something. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Babs.
Happy birthday, Babsy. Happy birthday, Babsy.
She is 25 years old today.
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations, Dawn Davenport. Brett Dorn and Ron Slay. There's Ron Slay.
What up, Doe?
Hey, I'm in the building.
Best believe I'm in the building. Better be ready. I'm in the building. Car ain't got no rules. Time for the show.
You brought a whole lot of energy to hour number 1.
Guess what? It's more energy. I was saying more hours. Ain't no more hours. It's 2 more hours, but it's more energy to go with them hours. That's like a value meal, man. When you listen. You go to the restaurant, you tell them, let me get a number 1. Yeah, I want fries with it and a drink. Man, when you go to this show, you say, let me get a sleigh. And you want a daughter with it and a Davenport? Yeah, and add a hunk on the side. And that's what you got.
A hunk on the side.
Yeah. See, Hunk used to be part of the main entree until he walked in here with that Auburn sweater on.
So now I'm like an apple pie?
Yeah, man. And you don't know what you're going to do. Did they cook you too long? You know what I mean? You undercooked? We don't know.
You owe us some TSU Blue is what you owe us.
Oh.
I'll rock some TSU.
You got to come through repping, man.
Hey, Tennessee State has won 3 games in a row.
Man, listen, man. Big Blue Rising ain't playing, man. My boy Penny over there doing work, man. And listen, I've been waiting on the opportunity to get my guy in. And guess what? Guess what happens today? Here you go. Here you go.
I want to see a 3-point shootout between Brian Penny Collins and Ron Slay.
I'm going to give it to him, man. Listen, when they come to that right there, Penny, listen, we're going 2-man game. None of these young boys can mess with us, man. You got the old dog setting the screen.
You better know it.
And we got the young dog out there handling the rock.
Penny, cool. What's going on, man? Welcome in. How are you?
Man, I'm excited, man. I'm doing good. But before I get started, though, listen, I'm sitting in the waiting room and I'm hearing the promotions and I hear the excitement in the voice of the announcer saying, we got the balls playing the number 3 Auburn Tigers. I'm like, okay. And this weekend we also got the Commodores. They're playing. I'm like, all right. And in the baseball, there's a big game going on. Hold up, man. It's a big game going on. We ain't mentioned now.
Hey, Penny. Tennessee State plays at Belmont to end the regular season.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, you going back home, man? Is it weird to coach over there at the Curb Event Center?
Man, this is going to be my 4th year. So
yeah.
When we first started, yes, it was extremely weird. We just left practice, and it's always a little nostalgic feeling going in there. Just remember my days of college, but I'm over that now. I'm trying to get something else done now. We're trying to get a win.
Even though you're coaching and you're going through the deal there, trying to get ready for a game, do you get some shots up just for old time's sake?
Oh, you know that. You know you got to take a couple jumps. Remember back in the day we used to recreate Jordan fadeaway and all that. I try to recreate some of my old shots I had in the curve Vincent every now and then. They just don't quite feel the same. I ain't getting as high as I was. But.
Oh, you know what I do? I recreate Mark Price at the free throw line. That's what I do.
Feet on ground.
Yeah.
Hey, so what's been the key to this 3-game winning streak, man?
Man, nothing more than just chemistry. We have 11 new guys on this roster.
Sure.
And as talented as we are, it's just coming together and understanding there's so many different lessons that you can learn in the game. And I feel like we've seen every lesson there is to learn. Some of them we've been learning the hard way, but I've always said all year that I feel like this team could be playing our best basketball come this time of the year, and I think we're getting there. We're close to getting it. We had one of our best performances of the year last night.
Yeah, y'all did, man. And I've been able to keep a close eye on you guys, being able to call some of your games and to watch the maturation of the players, man. And them, it seems like, man, it's just starting to recognize who they are, you know what I'm saying, and what their calling card is. And then not even looking at the standings, just, man, who we facing today in this last little game, this last stretch of games for you guys. It's like, who we got up next, man? And it's like y'all putting all the energy in that, man. What does that come from? Is this the coaches meeting where you telling the coaches, hey, man, we got to pull it together today? Or are you talking to the players each day? What is it?
Well, I can tell you this, Slash. Definitely not a lack of gasoline. We pouring on them.
Yeah.
We try to get them going. We try to get them excited about every single game we play. And, you know, moving into this time of the year, they're all important games. You know, there's not one game that's not more important than the next. And like you said, you know, it doesn't matter. We're kind of having this mentality of the next game, you know, next game up, don't matter who we play. But that's the beauty of the gift and the curse of this team. We feel like we've been beaten by some of the teams we feel like we shouldn't be beaten by, but we also feel like we can beat some of the quote-unquote top teams in the league. We've competed and fought tooth and nail all the way to the end with some of the top teams in the league. We just haven't finished the game. So we feel like we're capable of doing it, and hopefully we're able to do it next week in Evansville. I'm
Brian Penny-Collins from TSU with us now. You mentioned the win at Tennessee Tech, won by 36, for those that don't know, 92-56. When you're involved in a game like that, as a coach, do you kind of reach a point where you just try to get out of the way, or are you still instructing and all of those things?
Well, yeah, you just try to – well, the beauty of coaching is that you want to get your team to a place where they're it's kind of running itself.
Yes.
You know, I look at, you know, Villanova, they're the prime suspect in that. I watch them play, and the way Jay Wright conducts himself on the sidelines, like he's not even calling nothing. It's just it gets to a point where if something happens, B's going to happen. If B happens, C's going to happen. And once the team gets to the place like that, then it just kind of runs itself. Then, like you said, if they're rolling and making shots, you just kind of get out of their way and just try to coach the defensive end of the ball.
We've been able to talk leading up to this point and getting ready to go into this tournament about how dangerous your team can be. Now, do you think with wins like this, regardless of what happens tomorrow night, it's wins like what you just had against Tennessee Tech on the road, that right there can ignite something and get you guys going in this tournament?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is no shot at Tennessee Tech. I think they're a great team, and they're a team that could be dangerous in tournament as well. But we've said all year long that the team that we saw last night was the kind of the team that we put together and recruited. We felt like what we saw last night, we were kind of hoping that we would see that all year long. And we were able to get a glimpse of it last night. But that culmination was a culmination of a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of hard losses, swallowing some tough pills, and to get to that point, to see them play that type of basketball, it's definitely contagious. And as you know, Slay, man, when you get to this time of the year, it's the teams that are playing with that rhythm and that pop and they got that bounce in their step. And like you said, regardless of what happens tomorrow against a great Belmont team in their gym, we can bottle up what we've done. And not just in this 3-game winning streak. If you go back to Murray State, game that we lost at home, we had a top 25 team in the country down 14 points. So you can go back to even some losses from a few weeks ago, and you can tell that our team is getting into a nice rhythm coming down the home stretch.
Man, you made it to this point right here. At what point do you say before going into the tournament, whew, all right, y'all, let's reset. You know, you had the hype coming into the season. The city was bubbling. Then you had a guy transfer. You had injuries take place from some of your key guys, and then you had to plug and go throughout the season. And now you finally get to this point. Do you take time to reset and get the guys maybe away from the game for a second before Evansville, or you just keep marching full steam ahead?
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to have time. We play Saturday against Belmont tomorrow, and then Sunday there will be an opportunity right there to press reset, because we won't do anything on Sunday. We'll let them guys completely have the day off. We practice on Monday and leave on Tuesday to go to Evansville. So you don't have a lot of time to kind of try to change some things up, make big time adjustments. You got to kind of go with what you got. make your subtle changes, and be ready to go to Evansville and try to kind of get going. A lot of we're the first. I want to say we're one of the first conference tournaments in the country. It's coming. It's going to come fast.
Yeah.
So when Sunday's up, Monday's practice, Tuesday we're on the bus.
Hey, man.
See, I'm all for change, and I want to make two big changes in this world. Number one, when we spring forward with daylight savings time coming up, we need to stay there. Number two, we need to get the OVC tournament back over at Municipal and keep that thing in Nashville. You just reminded me about that about Evansville, man.
Man, cut the applause sound on. Bring the OVC tournament back to Nashville. I think Nashville has an incredible fan base.
Yep.
And I know Belmont's leaving and Murray State's leaving, but
Yeah.
I feel like OVC hub is in Nashville. We would love to have a tournament back in the city.
And let me just say, man, to everybody out there listening, if you haven't been to the Tennessee State game and you're able to go, man, tune in, man. They got some of the most electric guards that you got in the country. And I ain't saying that to be biased, but I'm saying Carlos Marshall can put it up. Marcus Fitzgerald here from Nashville can put it up. Kenny Cooper, a homegrown asset, you know what I mean, to the team as well. And then you got guys like Nicholson. Man, I'm going to tell you this, dog. I don't know if you get to go back and watch the games I call Penny, but, man, Shaquem Johnson and Kasim Nicholson, Lord have mercy, man, on anybody that getting them boys' way. I saw Johnson had one last night, too. Dude.
Yeah. He didn't dunk it. He Mike Tyson punched it last night.
Man, he did, man. Hey, man, very exciting brand of ball you guys playing, man. So kudos to you all, man. Hope y'all go tear it down, dude.
Is it easier or harder, Penny, that Belmont just got shook by Murray State?
It's harder because I know Casey Alexander like the back of my hand. I played for him. I know he's tearing into them today in film, and they're going to be ready to play tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's senior night, so they got 4 or 5 seniors who won a lot of games.
Yeah,
at gym,
that's true.
And they're hard to beat at Belmont, so I know they're going to be ready. That's the last thing I wanted to have happen was for Belmont to lose.
In that fashion,
y'all know,
too.
I'm a Belmont fan now. I mean, I graduated from Belmont,
Yeah.
so I want them to win every single game except against TSU.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock, people can go check that game out over at the Curb Event Center. Penny, always good to talk with you, man. Glad you're doing well, bro.
Fellas, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate y'all.
Always.
Brian Penny Collins. Coach Penny 1 on Twitter.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what I got to say after calling those games this year?
Yeah.
Man, the Gentry Center is a great place to hold games, and they come out and support. But I will say this. This is to all the TSU alum and the fans and the students and everything over there. Listen to me, man. When you got an exciting brand out there and them boys out there busting their butt to play the way they playing, y'all got to get on your feet, man. You got to get on your feet and outside of when the aristocratic bands get to playing in the gymnasium, them boys on the run, get on your feet and show them love, man, because I promise you, as a former player, man, ain't no feeling in the world like that to know what home court means. And you got to make that an advantage. So, fans, that's up to you guys. That ain't up to the players or nothing. That's up to y'all to make it a rowdy environment. And they putting on something. Salute to Dr. Mickey Allen over there doing some great things, man. Yep. So, y'all got to get out there and support them when you in there. Now, they got an older crowd as well, and they can't get up and down like they supposed to. You feel what I'm saying? But they cheer.
Can we have pudding night?
Yeah, we most definitely have pudding night. I sponsored. But I'm just saying, the young ones over there, man, they dance at the timeouts and all that's cool. But, man, dude, Nicholson dunked on a dude so hard. I stood up. I'm not supposed to be standing up. Man, then Johnson came back the next play. Man, he took his head off his shoulders and dunked the ball, put his head back on, all while in the air. I had to stand up and clap for the man.
Well, no dog in the hunt either. This is a Nashville sports product going on tomorrow.
Without question.
And before we had professional sports teams in this town,
this was it.
And people in Nashville were going to Lipscomb Belmont. They were going to TSU games. They were. I mean, all of this. Austin Peay.
And throw the Nashville Sounds in there.
Here's the thing: when you come to the OVC tournament, nobody's beating Murray.
No.
I mean,
they
good
rough.
Lord, they're good.
They rough.
They're not just OVC good.
No,
they're like
rough.
legit in the nation good. They've got a higher net ranking than Arkansas.
Yeah, that's true. And they do. I'm going to tell you what. TSU has the talent. If they can all get on the same page, man, even with a guy like Christian Brown that went down, they got the talent, man, to put the ball in the hole. They got the talent to defend, and they got the talent to get out and run. Can they put it together is the question going into the tournament.
Pekka Night was a success. The 35 hit the rafters yesterday. There will be a statue also. Should there be a statue? 615-737-1045. Yeah, just put a disco ball up. We're partying in here.
I never knew that. I would have
True
done that
story.
so much sooner with my wife when she was pregnant. I would have totally done that.
But just took outside with the full moon.
Yeah. She would, yeah.
Give her some flaming
Look up.
Cheetos.
Get Flamin' Cheetos
Look up.
at a full moon.
No,
and-
like seriously, like
what else?
Mexican food, something spicy, hot chicken.
Oh, spicy chicken. That right there is going to do it. Spicy chicken will do it.
Yeah. See, look, we're giving out all the information today. Like,
Yeah,
if you have any questions about how to make the baby come faster, just look at 3HL, especially when Dawn's not here.
Yeah, yesterday
We got all the
helped
answers
you
for
with
you.
your Sally Field trivia. Today,
Yeah.
we're helping you with your spicy food trivia.
All right.
Somebody says no sound in the YouTube
It's-
feed. Come on, Hunk.
It was
Come on,
fixed.
Hunk.
Yeah,
No
it's
audio
fixed.
on Twitch. No sound. Good now. Check mark.
Yeah, it's fixed now.
I just worked our way through
Hunk,
that.
you better get it together.
That was some.
Do you think it's
finagling.
because he's got the Auburn
It was
pullover on?
everything would go well. And we just took that foolishness off.
So everything that goes wrong for the next hour and 30 minutes has everything to do with the fact that I have the Auburn sweatshirt.
And that's cool because, that's just what's going to happen to Auburn. Like, if you on that side of the fence, everything goes wrong. in
I'm
these
really
next 48
not
hours.
amazed at how confident you are, but I'm kind of amazed at how confident you are.
Yeah, you shouldn't be.
It's like the game has already been played.
In a sense, it's just waiting for us to cheer.
Slay-Stradamus, you called yourself.
That's right.
Get a 1-900 number for somebody to call so they can get your picks, your sleigh ride
No, they don't
picks.
need. No, I'm giving it to them. All I got to do is listen to the show. I'm giving it to them. I'll give you. It's free. It's free.
You should have a
Parsley
1-900
coming
number
soon.
where you just talk about anything.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be cool.
You just update it every 20 minutes.
Yeah. We need to get that.
Somebody, we had a message on the Zone TV feed. Again, you can watch the show live, Twitter, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Somebody said that they want Ron Slay as an alarm on their iPhone, especially for their kid.
Well, it
Saying
would be,
things.
It would be. I'm with that idea. It would just be difficult because I'm not an iPhone guy, so I probably would keep that for Droids and Team Galaxy. iPhone,
Wasn't there a basketball player? They gave him a team phone because he was the only guy on
Yeah.
the team that didn't have an iPhone, and they were
Jared
tired
Allen.
of getting the green messages.
Yep, Jared
Cleveland
Allen for the
Cavs.
Cleveland Cavaliers. Yep, All-Star. Oh,
Because nobody wanted to text him because they didn't want the green box.
and guess what? Guess what I'm open to, y'all.
A zone phone.
Y'all give me a zone phone and I'll text y'all from that. I'm
Zone
fine
phone.
with that. Yeah. But this one ain't never going nowhere.
Start negotiating on the Doherty family plan.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, we pay a lot. Pekka night was a success last night, and I watched the end of the game, man. And I love overtime in hockey with the 3-on-3. Now, the Preds got into a penalty kill situation, which is exceptionally difficult. So they had the same three dudes on the ice for, almost 2 minutes, and
They lost me money.
they did because it was 1.5. But the amount of heart and determination by penalty killers in an overtime situation when you get it done is unbelievable. So it goes to a shootout, and check this out for irony. So Pekarinen Finland. He's from Finland.
Mm-hmm.
So Granny gets the game winner through the 5-hole. He's from Finland. And Saros, the goaltender, got the game-winning stop. He's from Finland.
Finish night.
How about that?
Finish night.
So very, very cool night and emotional night from a guy that, typically you would mistake him for a robot, usually.
Right.
Except when he's on 3HL and when he's getting his jersey retired. Here's the thing, though. So they also announced that they're going to put a statue in the plaza.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody started talking on social media because, I feel like if you come with the opinion that Pekka hasn't earned a statue, he's not statue guy yet. I'm not saying he's not ever. I'm just saying not yet. Then you hate Pekka.
And that's not what's being said.
Right? Like when you have that opinion,
Yep.
people think you just hate Pekka. Well, that's not necessarily true, right?
Right.
So nobody hates Pekka, right? Everybody understands this is the best player that's ever played for the Predators.
Yep.
Okay? There's no debate there.
Without question.
He is the face of the franchise, quarter of a century. This is the guy. Number should be retired, hanging from the rafters, but should there be a statue?
Right.
615-737-1045 if you want in on that.
So, my take. I don't believe that a statue should be granted yet. Reason being,
Yes, why?
when you put a statue up, it's like getting your jersey in the rafters is one thing.
It's like Vince Lombardi.
Yeah,
or
like it's
Rocky Balboa or
like you are, and this ain't saying like you just like
Michael
you just
Jordan at the United Center.
you just broke it down like you legendary. You know what I'm saying? And you meant a lot to the franchise. So your jersey up in the rafters says a whole lot. Like nobody can ever wear that in franchise history again. Shouldn't be able to.
Which is perfect.
That's
That's
it.
perfect for him.
That is it, boy. Woo wee. That is a hell of an accomplishment. Lord have mercy.
I wish I disagreed with you here, but maybe we differ here. Like I think that he probably should have a statue at some point, just not now.
Yeah, let's see. Like, let's let him get into the hall if he gets there, which I think he should.
You can make a case both ways on that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You talk to hockey people, and you'll find like the guy that's covered hockey forever that thinks he should be in, and you'll find like the guy that's covered hockey forever and thinks maybe not. Like so I do know this. He is. What did I say yesterday? He's 7th all time in save percentage.
Yeah.
In goalies that have appeared in 500 or more games. He's 7th all time.
See,
it's only 6 have been better than him.
And those 6 goalies in front of him are Hall of Famers.
All right,
Yeah,
I feel
so
like
my thought is that he is a Hall of Famer, but that's when you put the statue out there, right?
That's what I believe. And I also think this with the statue, and I ain't going to dance around it. You have to be, in my opinion, the best player in the game at some point. I mean, like,
well, he won the goaltender, the Vezina Award.
Yeah,
he won the goaltender.
He wasn't the best player in hockey because he won it though.
So you should have won a Hart Trophy,
He's the best
which is the MVP award.
Oh, so like Steve McNair won an MVP with Peyton.
That's the best player in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
2003, Steve McNair MVP with Peyton.
Yeah, and like when I asked y'all last night, he said Hunk said Griffey had one. Griffey, for a stretch, was the best player in the league. Ain't no question around it.
Heck, you can argue he's one of the greatest players of all time.
You
if
feel
not
what I'm
the
saying?
Greatest player of all time.
So that's different. I just can't walk away from it saying, man, Pekka was the best player ever at that point. If you take what season? What was the
17.
The 17 season? Was he the best player in hockey? I don't think so. Not when you got Ovechkins and Sids and all these, like them the best players. Now, if
I see what you're saying there.
If they won a championship that year, hey, now I'm backing up. Now that's different.
Here's my bigger problem with the statue, because you get in the statue game once you put one up, right?
Yeah.
Like especially if you haven't won a Stanley Cup.
There's your bar.
So what happens when Pekka gets in the Hall of Fame? Then what do you do?
Well, the
statue,
a bigger statue.
The statue should be connected to the Hall of Fame. Like it should be a celebration of your Hall of Fame. You have a Pekka night again. Statue is unveiled, and that's kind of the connection to it.
Right. So they haven't left themselves that spot, right? Like, so if he gets in the Hall of Fame, do you rename Fifth Avenue Pekka Rene Road or whatever you did? Maybe you do that. I don't know. Here's the other thing. What if you win a Stanley Cup?
Then,
how many trophies you gonna have out there? You gonna have a Forsberg trophy?
You're
gonna have a Yossi trophy?
That's what I'm saying. You set the bar
Saros
at
trophy?
a limit, man. Like,
what if you win 2 cups in a row? Then it's like, it's like a wax museum out there of statues.
And then it gets weird. Then we're just walking through the forest.
Brent on Twitter, win a damn ring, then you can do that. Shows how low the bar is in Nashville.
Well, and that's where you look through is through history. People that have statues either have MVP awards, Hall of Fame accolades beside their name, or they have done something to win a championship for their city. Mm-hmm. It's one of those. And as much as and again, Pekka's loved throughout the city, and he should be because of what he did for the city and helping bring it in.
I love that guy. Don't take my words the wrong way. I love that dude, and he is the best player in the history of that franchise.
Yeah.
He is. And he's the face of that franchise for its entirety.
Yeah.
But statue. And again, I come at it from a different place in that, like, you've got to leave yourself chess moves.
We have to. Like you just all the good he has done. Like this doesn't erase any of that if you didn't put a statue up. Like in this still, like this man gonna be his legacy gonna live forever.
Oh yeah, and Lindsay Riley was on with Buck. By the way, Lindsay crushed it today. She was on with Buck Rising today, and she said that Pekka was genuinely shocked at the statue thing, and I wonder if it's because like, wait, really now? Like, is that where we need to be?
Like right as soon you're gonna announce that as soon as the jersey goes up. Like let's soak that in. Like that can last for 2 years, 3 years. Like I mean, everybody gonna always look up and sit up there and take a picture of it. I know I am. Yeah. Every time I go in there, I'm gonna take a picture of it. Like
you got
man,
belly
that's cold
on the glass,
right there, man.
Phone in the hand.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Beer in the throat.
Catfish somewhere.
Man, somewhere swimming. But that right there, man, that is enough until then you bring it back. Man, this man got into the Hall of Fame a year after the Hall of Fame induction. Bring the statue is going to be like, hey, man, that's undeniable. He a Hall of Famer? Hell yeah, you get a statue. Who else are Hall of Famers? And if another Hall of Famer does come along, then guess what? You got more reason to give them a statue. Not because, I mean, man, the best is your position. That's tough. That's tough to do.
Some would argue, too, that he should have had more all-star appearances than the 3 because the Preds were fighting this thing with the league, and I think it's a real thing. Being the small market, like, city that didn't grow up with hockey, all of those. Like, I think they had to fight that battle within the NHL. So I think he should have had more than 3 all-star game appearances, but again, I'm not saying they shouldn't have a statue at some point. I just thought it was, like you said, like it's just weird timing right on top of the – but I think within an organization you get kind of caught up in your own world to where you really can't see out of it.
Yep. Is UC Tomahawk just made a good point. Is UC Saros, is his trajectory headed past Pekka's?
It might.
Look, right now, UC Saros is like 4th all-time in goalies in save percentage without a minimum of the 500 games.
Right. He just hadn't played enough.
He just hasn't played enough. But right now, he's like 3rd or 4th out of all of goalies.
Pekka was able to – see, Pekka's interesting in that when he came into the league, he's tall and athletic, and he defended in a certain style that you didn't see across the league.
He made the game evolve.
As he got older, he went more technique. And kind of changed his game, but that gave him the longevity to get to this point where we can have this argument. Saros is really, really good, but really can he find that longevity thing?
Can he? If he does, he get a statue. I mean, because he's gonna get.
Oprah out here.
Exactly.
I mean, we can't even get the damn statue over at Nissan Stadium like I've been talking about for years, just with the Music City Miracle.
Now that's a statue.
Right?
Like that's stamped in history.
All 3 of those dudes, where
you
they
don't think
were
about
exactly
Titans without thinking about that.
Yeah.
You don't think about the Preds without thinking about Pekka.
Listen, when we get that new retractable roof stadium, they better have that statue go up over there.
They have no choice.
Should be a part of the park.
I've been arguing for that one.
Yes, you have. Hey, man.
615-737-1045. When we come back, Darrington and then Anonymous. That's next on 1045 This Zone.
Well, your home value is way up. You can use that money to pay off credit cards or remodel your house or do both. All you have to do it, call my guys at Loan Pronto, loanpronto.com. Loan Pronto can convert your home equity into cash in as little as 2 weeks with no cost to you and zero hassle. A lot of people are doing it. I even have an example for you. One local couple called Loan Pronto did a Loan Pronto zero-cost cash-out refi. Got a check for $100,000. You could do that around this area. Tons of equity in your home. Used $50,000 of it to pay off your credit cards. The rest, a car loan. Used some of it to upgrade their master bath as well. Locked in a new APR in the 2s, lowered their total monthly bills by hundreds of dollars. And you can do the same. What are you waiting on? Call Loan Pronto now. Convert your home value into cash. Put that money to good use, and you could even skip your next 2 house payments. 615-499-5780. I did this with Loan Pronto. It was easy, and they can help you out. Make it easy for you, too. LoanPronto.com, 615-499-5780. That's Loan Pronto at 499-5780. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval. Not all loans apply.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Tennessee and Auburn Saturday. That's tomorrow.
Going down, baby.
In Thompson Bowling Arena.
It's going down, baby.
We've got PTI on, muted in
Yeah.
the studio, and they went to Jay Billis talking about Tennessee Auburn, and he said Tennessee's been able to defend you the last few years, but they've had times where they get stuck offensively, and he said they do a little bit this year, but not as much.
Yep.
So I think he likes the Vols.
Hey, man, I don't know when y'all gonna listen to me. I don't know when y'all chicken, wings, basketball.
Those are your things.
I got them. Sauce.
I remember
Cigars.
early in this show's history with you in the mix. By the way, thank y'all for listening
Man,
and for
without
participating with the show.
Without question.
We got some news today that we hadn't had, and I can only go back 4 years. Hadn't had it. So really appreciate y'all. But I remember we did a show out at DeWant Buford,
Yeah. Yep.
and he was grilling,
Yes, he was.
and he was going to bring you some stuff.
Yeah.
And you said, look, if you're going to bring me stuff, I'm going to tell you what I think about it, honestly,
Yeah.
because cooking is serious.
It is, man. Ain't that, but I'm a big boy, man. Big boy like to eat.
What did he bring us? Brisket?
No, it was something I hadn't had. I had
It was something we had.
what ribs was it? It was not turkey ribs. It was turkey ribs. That was my first time having turkey ribs. The wings though, the smoked wings, and then he added the little salt. Man, he showed out, man. I'm gonna be real. And if he wasn't such a nice guy, after I ate that, man, you know, sometimes like you don't know how to show your gratitude, and like you just got to do something. I wanted to like smack them, you know what I mean? But
They were so good, you wanted to smack them.
yeah, and you can't smack no man, you know what I mean? We just
Unless
saw that with
you're
Juwan Howard.
Juwan Howard,
yeah,
yeah.
man. So I looked at it like that. I was like, DeWant Buford, you know what, man? You ain't got no roof. You know what I mean? And the thing good about that, yeah, DeWant Buford ain't got no roof. Yeah, so I'm looking at him like, and this is all going through my head as I'm processing the wing and the flavor while I'm looking at him. Like, man, one, I want to smack you, but I can't because you're a man. Two, you ain't got no roof, but that can be covered because State Farm, if you want to rock with somebody, you go rock with our guy, DeWant Buford. You know what I mean? Hometown guy. That is what it is. That's all covered. That just like that. You know what I mean? And then the third thing is, I was looking at him, and after it was so good, I was looking like, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Like, you ought to be ashamed. You ought to walk around with your head down and be ashamed of yourself how good them wings was, man. Like, that was all right with me, man. I can't wait to get back out there. Spring and summer's coming around. I know we're going to be back out there again.
It's grilling season, even though I know you don't stop.
Man,
Can't stop.
this is the first winter I didn't get to grill, man, because I was so busy. But don't worry. I'll make up for it in the summer.
We're building something here.
Yes, we are.
Takes time.
It do.
Takes a lot of energy, a lot of love,
Yeah.
a lot of caressing.
A lot of caressing of the mind.
Conversations
And the
turned.
time.
Darrington next up on 3HL. Darrington, what's up, man?
What's happening? First and
man.
foremost, I'm not, and I repeat, I'm not coming on 3HL and not saying happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to the queen, Miss Dawn Davenport.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
now,
right.
To the business. And like, hey, I don't want to turn this into no political thing and nothing like that. But honestly, the whole Pecorine and the statue thing, just being honest, until this year, and me actually diving into a world vast of sports, I didn't even know who Pecorine was. Like, I could be standing to him now and wouldn't know who he was. Like, in our community, and I hate to stereotype, but in our community, we don't watch hockey. So that's not nothing big. You want to give us a statue? Can we get Steve in there? Like, respectfully. Like, I mean, you want Pecorine? Give us Steve. You can have both of them. Field day. I think it'll be great that way. Everybody wins. You know what I'm saying?
You can make a Steve argument for sure. For sure.
Yeah, and then after that, we can put the former mayor and get her a statue too, because she did some great things too. I don't know if it's good or not, but and then before I go, I also remember we can feel it in the air. And all you Alabama fans, Georgia won the championship, and LeBron's still great. I'm out.
Well,
That is so dumb.
Come on, Hunk.
He ain't a dog.
Did I catch a Megan Berry blast in there?
Yes, it was.
People
Yes,
just
it
catching
was.
stray bullets just on a Friday afternoon.
Trash Talk Friday, that's what part of it.
Listen, man, Meg just rolling around town going, hey, let me check out a little 3HL, and then boom.
We love you, Megan Berry. Ain't no hard feelings. Darren's a great.
Chuck next up in Clarksville. Chuck, what's up, man?
Chuck, what's happening?
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. Happy birthday, Don. Sorry you're not there. Hey, real quick on the Pekka thing. Instead of putting a statue out front, which I don't have a problem with because, Major League Baseball, like the Cincinnati Reds, they put their top players of all time out in front of the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, why don't we start finally an official Predators Hall of Fame, have it inside, put a bust or a small statue of Pekka, and if he makes the Hall of Fame, then put a big statue out front, one of the greatest of all time. Just a thought.
We do need a Predators Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
don't we?
it's a pro team without question.
To celebrate, I mean, we're looking at a quarter of a century.
Yeah, like I without question, I think so, and I think that's a good idea by Chuck. Like, be celebrated right there, and then when you make just like, don't be so hyped to put put the carriage before the horse.
Yes.
That's
The cart before the horse.
The cart before the horse.
horse.
Yeah, both of them. Carriage too. I've been watching
Not a
1883.
horse guy, but
I've been watching 1883, man. A lot of times the carriage is serious, so sometimes you got to circle them. But anyway.
Like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Sooner?
Yeah. So, but the thing is, man, you can't get so geeked up about it. Like, I'm telling you, man, the retirement jersey thing, that is phenomenal. Like, dude, that's so distinct in its own. Like, that right there to me is celebrating the franchise. You know what I'm saying? When you put a statue, you're honoring the sport in a sense. If that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to think, man. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just that jersey up there, man. That's in the franchise like nobody. That's the honor. That's the salute to it. When you put a statue out there, that's more than honoring the franchise. That's honoring hockey in a sense. It's almost like it need to be checked off. Like, hey man, do y'all agree with this? Let me call the Carolinians. Do they agree with it? Like, everybody need to agree with that, man. Because when they walk by and in the stadium, those people are gonna be taking pictures with it.
Yeah. Now it will be cool, and I will take pictures with it.
I mean, that's cool. But I'm going to LA and I see Shaq and them, and I'm telling my lady, hey, get this picture with me. She was like,
Shaq
that's
and
just Shaq.
Magic.
She grew up out there.
Jerry
like,
West. They had all
Gretzky.
kinds of statues.
Like great. Like that's
Gretzky.
that's
he was out there.
legendary for the sport. You know, what
somebody
I'm
was
saying?
asking us about Ken Griffey Jr. saying he didn't win one, but does he have a statue? Yes, he does have a statue. Here you go, real quick, and we'll go to break. 13-time All-Star, AL MVP, 10-time Gold Glove Award, 7-time Silver Slugger Award, Comeback Player of the Year, 4-time Home Run Champ, all-time AL RBI leader, Mariners number 24 retired, Mariners Hall of Fame, Reds Hall of Fame, Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. We'll be right back.
Well, the all-new Paint the Town Preds pack is presented by Yeehaw Brewing and Old Smoky. Here's the deal. Let's talk Smashville. Purchase this pack. You get 2 weekend game tickets, 1 weeknight game ticket of your choice, plus receive a Preds car flag, a $25 Yeehaw Brewing Company gift card, and the chance and the opportunity to purchase 2022-2023 season tickets. Are you kidding me? You can't beat this. Visit NashvillePredators.com/paint to secure yours today. Get your Paint the Town Preds pack today and score your own hat trick in Smashville. Go Preds.
Good evening. I am Joe Hunk, and now that Pecorine night is behind us after the Preds got that shootout win, it is now on to the Stadium Series game between the Preds and the Lightning. Now, puck's going to drop at 6:30 tomorrow night. Preds, they're going to have a new guy on the ice, at least, returning to the ice. Matt Tennyson is going to be coming in, and he is coming in from Milwaukee because the Preds had to move Nick Cousins to the IR. When it comes to basketball tomorrow in the state of Tennessee. Okay, look, there's that one game we all know about. Number 17, Tennessee, hosting number 3, Auburn. Tip-off is going to be at 3 o'clock. Pregame begins at 2:30 here on 104.5 The Zone. When it comes to Vanderbilt, they're tipping off at noon against Mississippi State. And because I know Coach Collins is listening, Tennessee State and Belmont going at it tomorrow night at 5 p.m. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, and home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Guess what damn day it is?
What day?
Well, it's Babs' birthday, but it's also Friday.
Hey, what's happening?
And it is Babs' birthday. She is 25 today.
birthday,
Send her a
Babsy.
message at Dawn Davenport TN. I've seen some of y'all sending her love, and that's great because we're one big happy family.
Happy
here
family.
on 3HL. There he is. He's Ron Sylvester Slate.
What's happening?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this not the right one?
I wish you could see the look on this man's face in here. I really cannot believe he just did that.
To be honest, I had that planned at the beginning of the show, but I wasn't here. And I didn't want to do it when Coach Collins is coming on. Okay.
Hey, I'm in the build. Best believe I'm in the build. Better be ready.
I don't know how you come back from that, huh? I don't know if you can come back from that. See, here's the thing. Clay's kind of like me. I love you until you give me a reason not to love you. You with me on that?
Best believe I'm
If Dawn was here, she'd be high-fiving me right now. I know that.
No, I think she'd be worried about you, too.
Joseph Hunkapillow.
She not busting out the full name. Do you know my middle name?
It really don't even matter.
He's going on the list.
It really. Hunk.
You want me to put him in the book?
So, Hunk, I'm jotting you down. What I don't need to hear from you ever again, Hunk, is you with the support of Tennessee. Because you cannot ever play that and then think that it is okay to be a Tennessee fan in anything. So, you have chosen sides, Hunk, and I would never let you live that down.
I love you, man.
And I love you back, but you won't be living that down. Just keep that in mind, Hunk. Keep that in mind, my dear brother. Go Vols.
Slade does have a Tennessee shaker on him.
Just be ready, Joseph. I can't believe Joe Hunk just played that.
In all truthfulness, when I knew it was time to cue you up, I did have the mouse right on the normal one, and I had the other one, the Auburn one, sitting here, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it.
Well, yeah. Hey.
Just going to do it.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen to me. Everybody chooses a side.
That's right. There are
You know
Auburn
what I mean?
fans out
Hey,
there,
hey,
and there are a lot of Auburn fans in Nashville that are loving what just happened.
Yeah, and guess what? That's what it's about. It's Trash Talk Friday. That's what it's about. You've chosen sides, though. Just be beware that there's no way that you can ever cross. Not when I'm in your presence or even can hear it anywhere, wherever I'm at. You can never cross that line. That line has been drawn in the sand, and you are on the plain side. So you stay there, and don't you dare try to wander back across there.
Who are you rooting for tomorrow, Hunt?
Oh, he ain't got. What you mean? Who he rooting? He rooting for Auburn. ain't no question. He wore a damn eagle.
I want to hear it out of his mouth.
Yeah, I'm Auburn.
Oh, I just heard it.
Auburn.
Yeah, I'm Auburn.
I know it. Tori,
That's Hunk's wife, for those that don't know.
get your husband, Tori. Now, y'all house is divided, really divided now.
Oh, we're very
Yeah.
divided.
Oh, I can't wait to see Tori.
The only arguments we ever have in the house in front of our child involve her trying to put an Alabama shirt on him while I'm standing there. It's the only time she and I will argue ever in front of him.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell Tori she chose right.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm choosing sides too. Tori's side.
It all started with Hunk showing up in an Auburn pullover after talking
never
about
did that.
Tennessee all week.
Yeah, you should have never did that. Should have never did. We've been bamboozled.
He flipped and flopped.
Yeah, you hoodwinked me.
You hoodwinked.
I didn't hoodwink.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You made me think you was. You made me think you was riding with a group, and you switched over at the last moment.
Look, I'm just glad you haven't asked me what I think's going to happen tomorrow night.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, good.
It doesn't matter. I know you think Auburn gonna win. That right there says enough.
I
for
never
me.
said that. I actually
Yes,
never said
you
that.
played the song, huh? Now there's no backpedaling in this.
No, I'm going to be rooting for Auburn.
No,
I never said that I think that they're going to
You
win.
are riding with Auburn. It does not matter. I do not care, son. That is all from you today.
That is all from you today.
That is it. We need no more of Hunk.
See, Little Ron's got it good, man, because when you get home, you will have wasted all of your parent stuff here.
Yes, all on Hunk. That's right.
You had to run through it all.
I knew he was misunderstood.
You call him
when
by
he
his
walked
full
in.
name.
That's right. That's right.
You told him what he did wrong.
That's right. That's right. Now he's off to his room where he shall stay for 48 hours.
He's going to unplug the PlayStation so I can't enjoy myself
That's
while
right.
I'm in there.
That's right.
What?
So
Let me
take
tell
his
you.
computer.
I've done that multiple times. I will unhook that video game system and I've taken TVs off the wall. Like,
Yeah.
Don't you? I mean, okay, I haven't gotten
My
to this
buddy-
point yet. Don't you just have to pull the power cord and just take the power
no,
cord?
no,
with
no.
you?
You got to make it more dramatic than that.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys got it.
I mean, it's the
For
part.
him to
It's
get
the
the
show.
feel. Yeah, that's why.
You got
I
to see
had
the
a-
dust stain.
I had my guy Bob Lawson used to be the principal at Hillsborough High School, and he told me I give the kids everything at the beginning of the year because then I start taking it,
Yeah.
and that's the discipline idea.
I like
and I
that.
thought, okay, that's not a bad idea.
Pretty cool, right?
Give the kids everything, and then you start taking it away.
Mm-hmm. How you gonna earn it back?
Maybe they'll watch the Tennessee Auburn game. Maybe they won't. We'll see what
I would
happens
expect
tonight
that,
in my
I
house.
would expect that from Babs because
She's all out there in
that's
front
who
of
she
you.
with. Yeah.
Well, and Duke.
But that's cool. I let her have that.
But in
Hunk-
years like this, when Duke and Auburn are both really good at basketball, she gets two of the best teams in the country.
She does. That's a little bit of cheating, but Hunk, like you need to sell your Tennessee hat.
No.
Now, Hunk, I don't need to see you in it. You are an imposter, Hunk. You are an imposter.
He
You've
does
been
wear that
fooling me all this-
Tennessee trucker hat. I forgot about that.
See,
do
when
have-
things go, that's a front runner, Hunk. I can't have you on this. Let me call the bandwagon police and tell
Listen,
them, pull
man.
me over.
When I was in there watching Wade Houston and those guys lose to Dayton. Or who was it? Arkansas Little Rock. That's who it was. They had like 5 wins. At that point, you just switch over to Auburn.
No, see, and no, this is
I'm
my rule.
texting the bandwagon police to tell them I am riding with an undisclosed person that does not ride with us. Could you please pull me over?
So you're narking on me?
Yes.
He's narking.
Time for you to go home.
I love
Speaking
TK.
of.
TK just said, Hunk, so you know, people have been taken off the earth for less betrayal than what I just did to say.
Thank you, TK. Thank you. A lot less.
Hey, don't get the reps involved.
I'm writing my.
Here's the thing. If you're going to be in Knoxville tomorrow, in all seriousness, Slay will be there with Ramon Foster. And a mystery guest potentially.
Well, it's supposed to be Keith Bullock, but Bullock ain't hit me back. I got my people searching for tickets for
He's
him.
making coffee at Just Love out in Cool Springs.
Okay.
He can do the thing with the coffee where you put like the leaf imprint on there.
Okay, really?
Yes.
Put like a smiley face and stuff.
Bully's
and all that?
legit, man. He's not just the guy that's put the money into the company and then he's like rolling around town. Like he's in there. He knows how to make all the stuff.
So he could draw the power tee in the.
Why would you drink of that?
I just asked.
Why
I
would
never
you drink
said
of that?
I
Why would you drink? Why would that even be floating around in your head? A power tea. That shouldn't even be in your vocabulary anymore.
So does this mean that when the 35 gets put in the rafters, I'm not invited?
Most definitely.
Boy, wouldn't that be a fun night?
Yes.
But here's the thing. Like, Bernie and Ernie, Tony White, you got to put the Wizard up there.
Wizard, most definitely.
Ron Slay, Chris Lofton,
Grant Williams.
There you go.
That's it.
It's not like we're trying to put everybody up there.
And I'm cool without being up there. I got to get my boys up there. CeeLo and Grant got to get up there.
You're every bit a part of that.
Yeah, but they got to get up there. I would pick
Stop it.
I would pick it for them before me. I just
That reminded me of a Martin line that I'm not going to say.
I want to know. I
That's your
want to
show.
know. I want to know if Hunk tries to get on that campus, I'm gonna have him removed. I'm gonna have Hunk physically removed.
Can there be like an invisible fence for Hunk?
It's one. It's a no-fly zone.
He's gonna make me.
It's a
wear
no-fly
like an
zone
anklet.
in Knoxville. Yes, you can't go once you get to Lake Loudon Boulevard or what is it? Kingston or what is it? 17th on down.
Yeah.
It's all the way up to what's the
Clinch.
bridge? What's the bridge?
Alcoa Highway? Chapman Highway. Yeah.
All the way up to the bridge that goes. They used to go to up there by the bank by downtown. That the big bridge.
Henley Street
Bridge. All the way right there. You cut off. You can't go nowhere. If you want to go anywhere like to Calhoun's or something, you got to be on a boat and hope that they can get the food from the restaurant to the boat. Because if you step foot on ground right there, you will be. You may. I ain't gonna say executed. But you would be. You will be put into exile. You'll be put into exile into another dimension.
Can we put an Alcatraz in the middle of the Tennessee River?
And that's where he will lay.
Yeah.
Yes. Hunk's Island.
There used to be a bar, Lord Lindsay's. They had an international
Lord
night.
Lindsay, yep. They sure did.
Me and my guy,
sure did.
Brian Rucker, we go up there
Sure did.
international night.
Yeah. Hunk Island. Anybody want to go to Hunk Island? You'll be right there with him. It's an island of exile.
Hey, G Money's got something to say when we come back. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
I'm shook right now because of Joseph Hunkapilla. But that has nothing to do with you going to go get a car. Don't let these other dealerships shake you like he just did me. Because over 15 million in used vehicles on the ground at Music City Autoplex. You can depend on them like you can depend on me. That's what you can do. Music City Autoplex. You understand that? That's where you need to go. Or MusicCityAutoplex.com. 2430 Gallatin Pike North is the address. Go in there, let them know what you need, and I promise you, they're going to take care of you. They're not going to do like some people do and tell you that they're with you and not really be with you. No. And you don't want to take it from me, take it from Emily. Wow. What incredible service. Just drove away in our new truck and heading back home. The team at Music City Autoplex was helpful, knowledgeable, and all around nice people. We will definitely be back when we purchase our next car. Thanks. And that's what I'm telling you. Before you even go in there, thanks for listening to me and going to Music City Autoplex and going to get you a very, very nice car that nobody else in used cars can touch. Music City Autoplex. Go get your car.
3HL 1045, The Zone. Quick update. Slay and Hunk have a little. Well, they have an understanding now.
Yeah, no, yeah. See, so that's what you can't get it twisted.
I'm not trying to get it twisted, but when I went to, I mean, I'm not trying to do bad things or wrong things, but when I went to intro Slay, instead of Hunk playing the intro, he played the Auburn fight song, which led Dawson on Twitter to this: Hunk and Slay right now for playing that disgusting song, and it's a picture from Godfather 2.
That's right.
I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart.
I knew it was you the whole time, Fredo.
Is that the reason why somebody brought oranges in here?
Hey, listen, if Slay invites you onto a rowboat, don't go on it.
No, because he's going to be out there by his own. And in the water soon. Everything going to go black. It's going to be over.
We're not just going out there to talk things out man to man.
Nah, I'm straight.
You're sitting down so that I can actually look you eye to eye.
Yeah, we already talked.
You've heard enough.
Dude,
I did.
He took the cookies away. Like, I just got access to the Girl Scout
And
cookies.
I know, and now Will Boeing sitting in here eating all the damn tag
and can have a ball. And can have a ball with him. And I welcome Will to him.
Skinny as crap. He can eat as many of these things as he wants.
Okay, pop them up in the air and catch them. Like the rice at the bocce grill.
G-Money next up on 3HL 615-737-1045. What up, G-Money?
What it do, Mr. Brent? First of all, happy grocery day to Miss Babs. I know she's not there. Some of y'all will catch that. Ron, listen, man. You ain't got to down this hill with this Pekka statue, man. Come on, don't do that, bro. And to Darrington who called in, listen here, bro. Don't say we don't, because I do, and I know several people who do watch the Predators. Come on, you can't be on pork rinds and a Pepsi all your life. I'm gonna need you to graduate and upgrade, player. Okay. So here's the thing, man. When you think of Bridgestone Arena, okay, you think of Pekka Rinne.
Without question.
I haven't heard anybody who has said he doesn't deserve it. But the notion that you got to stick one other statistical category on him, which he didn't deliver a championship, is nonsense. We all know the Predators' history. They were cheap for a long time. So is that really his fault?
Mm-hmm.
The man played lights out. And so when you put a statue up outside of your building, it represents who has been the baddest mofo in that building, and without question, it has been Pekka Rinne. Man,
That's definitely true. That's definitely true.
Let that dude get his shine on, get that man a statue, everything. He deserves it. He held it down. So, Ron, come on, man, don't down that hill. You and Bug.
But G Money, listen though. This what I said though. I didn't say he didn't deserve a statue. I said not yet. I said let him be in the Hall of Fame. I'm saying, don't you think that the jersey in the rafters, don't that speak volumes though?
Yeah. Let that sit a minute. It's like if you have birthday right after Christmas. Like you get presents on both days, right? But like you don't give them all on Christmas. You wait a couple days to the birthday. Let's wait till he gets in the hall. And then put a statue out there.
So here's the thing. If you poll anybody, I think he's a first ballot Hall. Why do you have? I equate it to the NFL draft. If you know who your guy is, you ain't gotta wait until the right round to get him. No, you go get your guy. That's who you want. You go get him. If this is what they want to do, like again, we putting an extra category to say, well, wait until he do this. Man, look, the dude gonna get in the Hall of Fame. I'll bet the house on it. Now, you want to talk about a sleigh ride bet? I'll put whatever, pull up on it. I'll put whatever on it.
I like that. Then I listen.
And then give him the statue. What's wrong with that?
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let this one breathe. You know what I mean? And then, because guess what, man? You get to bring more people out when you get to do that. Like, you ain't got to put no time on it yet. Like, if you know you're going to do it, you know you're going to do it. And everybody's going to be in agreement in it. You ain't got to do it right then. Put the jersey up there. Let that be enough. Let that breathe. And then in a year or two or whenever he's in the Hall of Fame, bring it back. That's another honor for him. We're just going to honor everything. What, we're going to give him the street and the restaurant too now? Right now?
Okay, all right, Slay, you my dog, man. I tried to give you a bulletproof vest, but I'm going to let you down the hill, kid, folks. Y'all take it easy.
Have a good weekend, man.
Yeah, I just
He's
think,
not
man,
wrong
No,
about
yeah.
all the accolades. That's what we were saying. Like, don't mistake our words for we think
There you go.
Pekka's not a good player.
There
That's
you
not
go.
it. He's the best Predator in the history of the Predators. But I'm with you, Slay. You said it. You said it right. Let it breathe.
That's all you got to do, man. It's gonna be fine. Like
See, now the jersey hanging from the rafters is like, hey, man.
that means
Where
what
are my
about me?
flowers?
Yeah, what
Man,
about me?
Y'all put me up here, and I think I'm gonna get all the attention, and then I hear about a statue, and now nobody's looking up here.
Yeah, I'm just out here
And,
now.
and it wasn't that the first number to get retired?
Hey man,
Yes,
hey,
it is.
you worry about Auburn, man. You worry about Auburn. You worry about Auburn. Don't you worry about
Yeah.
anything that's going on with
Walker
the state of
Kessler's
Tennessee
jersey's
right
gonna
now.
get retired. You worry about that.
Yeah, that's what you worry about. Now, straight up though, like I just don't.
I'm just up here hanging in the breeze.
But that's wild to me. I don't think that may be the first time in any sport, in any franchise, that you got your jersey retired and the statue outside of Jordan, who was the best in the game. Like Jordan got a statue while he was playing.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's kind of like Pekka a year removed, and may not even be a year. Has it been a full year yet?
I'm gonna get with Ramon. We're gonna build a statue. Come put it in your front yard while you still live there.
Hey man,
Headband and all.
Hey man, I'm with it. I'm with it, man. At some point, I just think, golly, that's early, man. That is so early, man. That is so.
Yeah,
and
I think the zone deserves a statue.
Yeah, put the zone out there.
Yeah, right outside.
Yeah, this our building.
Yeah, it is literally.
We the baddest mofos in this building, like G Money just said. Salute to everybody else though, but I'm just saying, it is what it is. I just think you don't do that, man. And if you're not saying because you don't give him one right away, don't mean that he's a bad guy or nothing like this.
No, none of that. It's no disrespect at all.
At all, man. Like a statue. That's big time, boy.
By the way, Tennessee fans saying Allen Houston needs it.
Yeah,
He's
but,
up there.
But Allen already up
Dale
there. Dale
Ellis,
Ellis.
yeah.
He's up there already. So that's why we were saying those. But yeah.
Mark Griffin.
Mark.
Who else
my
can we?
man.
Mark Griffin. I mean,
my
they put
man,
the
Mark.
3-point line in while Mark was playing.
Yeah.
And he was the first guy running down the court with the 3 fingers in the air.
That's my guy right there.
I love that guy.
Man.
All
gotta
right,
love
Mikey
Mark.
in Lebanon. Mikey, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Good, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. Just ready to watch these Vols smack around the Tigers tomorrow.
You right, and you right. You all the way right. Don't you let nobody
Yes,
tell you
sir.
you're wrong either. Especially the guy that
We're
answer the
gonna
phone.
have Kessler in foul trouble early, and we're going to have Triple J have a good game.
Mm-hmm. I think that's good. That's
I
a good
appreciate it.
assessment.
I think Tennessee's going to be hot from 3. I just feel like this is going to be one of those energy games, where they just start shooting the lights out. My only concern from the Tennessee perspective is who's guarding Walker Kessler and who's guarding the SEC Player of the Year.
See, my thing is with that
See how I
situation.
just threw that right
I
past
like that.
Sheboy?
I like that. Yeah, you just, and that ain't gonna happen. But I feel you. But all I'm saying is, like, you look at it and you got to also be able to not worry about who's guarding them, but who are they guarding as well. Like you can't let them sit back.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because if they got to defend, like you don't want to.
So will we see more Josiah Jordan-James from the 4 in this game than normal?
In the latter part of the game, I believe. Second half
Because he can make Jabari run if
Yep.
he's doing that.
Yep, late in the first half and then late in the second half. When I say late, I mean after the 8-minute timeout on each half. I think you can see that lineup. You know what I mean? Because you got to be able to make them defend, man. And then you got to be able to try to get those cross matches. But when you do that, you also got to box out. Now Auburn that's what they like to do too, and that's how they stay in games is offensive rebounding. They rebound from every position. So you got to be aware of that. So you're going to give and take some when you go small like that. So you just got to make sure you're physical and be able to box out.
By the way, big savagery. Ramon Foster now into the Zone TV
Oh, my boy.
chat on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
You can watch the show live there. Ramon says, Joe the Hunt, poser.
Told you.
Come on, we got these rules. Auburn first, then Tennessee for me.
Ain't no.
But you've never said that before until
I've
tonight.
never been asked.
Well, you decided. You've been on the show long enough to know you decided. We know now. So there's no gray area. You got out of the gray area. You are in the left or the right.
We
It's
need
politics?
We need to. Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of politics with this whole Ukraine thing, I saw a story. This got real serious real fast, but
Yeah.
Dan Wetzel wrote a story about all of the, or maybe he linked it, all of the basketball players that are stuck in Ukraine, all the American basketball players that are stuck in Ukraine because they were put up against a decision. So as Putin was amassing troops along the northern and eastern borders of Ukraine, a word around the campfire is that Ukraine was like saying, well, Russia does this all the time, no big deal. Well, some of the American players were like, what do you mean, no big deal? They got troops out there. They're coming in here, and I got to make a decision. So if they leave, then they're cut from their contract. You're not making any money, and you can't sign a new deal with another team in another country because you're under contract. So some left anyway, and some stayed. And so, you've got agents telling stories of their players that are in bunkers right now, and it's a scary situation. And you dealt with a little bit of that when you were overseas.
Yeah, when I was in Israel, like, it was the same thing. I remember we were going to practice, and guys were telling us, like, the guys that were from Israel, it's like, hey, man, don't worry about it, man. Israel got one of the strongest militaries in the world. And I'm looking at them like, what do they got to do with me, the strongest? Dude, don't you know it's casualties in war? Like, that. What? I'm not part of that military, so I don't know how to combat that. And I remember, man, I don't know if I told this story on here, but when we came home, it was they would have bomb threats.
Yeah.
And
Palestinians and
So me and Tim Bowers, Mississippi State guy, playing on the same team. Yeah. So we sitting on the porch, not the porch, like the porch. what we sitting on?
The stoop.
We sitting on the stoop out there. Hey, don't help me.
No, you agreed with me just
No, I didn't
then.
mean to. Don't help me. We sitting out there on the stoop, and there's a grocery store right across the street. So we shoot off and go to the grocery store to get some bread and stuff to make some sandwiches before we got to go back to practice.
What was that line in Boys in the Hood? You better take your ass to the store with that.
Yeah. And that's what we did.
You're out of beer.
We went on across the street to the store, get some sandwich meat and some bread. Coming back, as soon as we come out, they got it roped off. And they got a guy jumping out of a van with a bomb suit on. Right where we were sitting, there was a tree behind us. And there was a backpack on the tree. I'm looking at Tim like, dude, you left your backpack? Look what they doing. And I look at him, he got his backpack on. I'm like, oh, hell. Man, it's a
What
bomb.
did you do? As fast as you could?
Dude, so they wouldn't let us go nowhere. It was in front of our apartment. So we couldn't do anything. We just stayed right there at the grocery store. They had it roped off. Everybody was just like, be calm. I'm like, be calm. It's a bomb. So the dude got the bomb, put it on in the van, rolled on off, took the yellow tape down, and everybody just automatically, like the Truman Show, went back to work.
Like nothing happened.
I was just like, dude, is anybody seeing what's going on? Like, I'm freaking out. You know what I mean? Man, I got about it. Called my agent, man, and got me to Italy in 2 weeks. I was out of there. There was no way. It was either come home or go to Italy. And the worst thing you can do is come home because it's easier to get a job in Europe when you're in Europe than them flying you back. As cheap as it may sound.
Quickly,
yeah, there you go. So
like we need a guy tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Not next Wednesday.
Dude, that was all I needed. That was it. Man. And then my first year when I got to Turkey, in Istanbul, I was playing on the team Galatasaray, and it was an American mall, probably about 10 miles, but my apartment was up high, so I'm seeing the mall. I hit my man Bernard King Jr. that played the Texas A&M. Mm-hmm. We meeting at the mall. They had a TGI Fridays by the mall, so we like, man, let's go get this American food, man.
Was Vince Young and Lindell White there buying shots of Patron?
I wish. Oh, it really would have been a ball in Istanbul. This was before the internet or anything, so we was dial up. So I get in the cab and I go there. When we pulling up, dog, they got it roped off.
TGI Friday.
Mind you can see like if a bomb goes off, you can see the little smoke up in the air, the little mushroom, the cloud mushroom.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, from TV. Yeah. But so I see this, and I'm like, dude, that ain't no bomb. And, I ain't paying attention to the news. Get in the taxi, drive there. It's roped off. Man, they done hit the American Mall with a bomb. It's bodies laid out there and everything.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it was real wild. Real wild. I went straight back to my apartment. Everybody talking about coming to practice. They just bombed America. What are you – to think that that's life. is wild enough.
You know, that's kind of what I was thinking about this morning while I was watching the coverage of like all the things we get worked up on.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the images from the Ukraine with grandmas with assault rifles.
Yeah.
Saying, come in my house.
Yeah. That's life for
That's
them
what
over
they're
there, man.
dealing with
Yep.
right now. And we're worried about all this stupid crap all the time.
Yep. And to them players, man, that's why every time I got paid, I made them wire that money straight to my bank. So this situation wouldn't be like when I went to Greece. Greece's economy is terrible. Like, so they may not pay you. Man, they paid me, man, and then told me I got to leave the money in the bank for 30 days before I can send it. I said, oh, yeah, I know what to do with y'all.
Wow.
30 days, I'm gone. Man, that was crazy. The team folded. There's some wild stuff going on. I got some stories, boy.
You just told a couple really scary ones.
It's wild, man.
By the way, Tennessee baseball in action. They are up on Iona 17-1 in the fourth inning.
That's real.
We'll be right back. Will on YouTube says praying for Ukraine. No doubt, prayer warriors out there. Lift those people up for sure. Good news for procrastinators from Mike Hoover, Joe Stanford, their team at Accurate Mortgage Group. If you planned to buy or refinance in 2021 but never got around to it, you still are in luck because rates are still hovering around all-time lows. People are still saving up to hundreds of dollars per month on their mortgage payments. Low rates mean more savings when refinancing, but they also mean a bigger budget when shopping for a home. And speaking of buying a home, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac recently announced a big gift for 2022. They raised their loan limits again. This means qualified buyers can now choose a Fannie Mae loan rather than a jumbo loan and get more house with less money down. If you're planning to purchase a home, Accurate Mortgage has loan programs that allow you to buy that new home before selling your current one. Sellers love offers that are not contingent on the sale of another home. No more procrastinating. To see how low your rates will go, visit them online, AccurateMTG.com. Accurate Mortgage Group, a division of Acopia LLC, is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 4664. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Dawn Davenport off today. It's her birthday. Happy 25th, Miss Davenport. Hope she's having a good day today. I would imagine that she did because she didn't have to deal with us.
I think she missed us.
Think so?
But she probably enjoying that, though. I will say that.
Speaking of sports in Ukraine, what about the Klitschkos, the boxing brothers that they're rich enough to live anywhere they want, and their dad was a general. One of those dudes was with Hayden Panettiere, who was in Remember the Titans as a little girl, but then in a ton of stuff. I think she has a daughter with one of those guys. I can't remember which
the
Klitschko
daughter
brother.
in Remember the Titans?
Yeah, that's Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah, the one that loved football.
Hey.
Dude, I'm trying to build a bridge.
Not today. Find me Monday.
So Monday we gonna be cool?
Yeah, after we spank y'all.
If Tennessee wins. If Auburn wins.
Ain't no ain't no if. Ifs and fifths. We're not at the corner store. We're at the radio station.
So what happens if it doesn't go that way? Are we still cool or
I don't know. I mean, I think
does he know I'm not talking to him?
I think the Michael Fredo analogy is a pretty good one.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all know how that turned out.
I mean, Fredo, I'm trying to ship you to Vegas right now, but you keep talking to me instead of getting on the plane. I'm trying to send you out to Vegas and let you work with what was my boy name?
Mo Green.
Mo Green. I'm trying to send you out there with Mo Green.
Spoiler alert, he got shot in the eye, dude.
Did. Well,
Right
get a massage.
Glasses.
Get a massage. So
you gotta worry about those massages in Vegas.
So Joseph Fredo, be cool.
615-737-1045. It's been an interesting show. I mean, we've covered all kinds of important topics and not at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot.
Masculine or feminine snack choices. Remember that?
Yeah.
Just because I saw chili cheese Fritos.
Hey, man, in the summer, I'm going to tell y'all a story, man, about when I got a gun pulled out on me in Turkey.
Oh, my gosh.
In
Why are you
Istanbul,
laughing?
Turkey. Because, man, it wasn't
Where's
funny
my
at
book?
the time.
Well, yeah.
Dude,
he's laughing because he survived.
Hell yeah. That one,
it wasn't funny at the time.
Nah, that one.
Guy pulls out a gun.
They set that thing on the scores table.
No.
I ain't playing, man.
In a game?
No, it was in practice.
Oh, my God.
That's a wild. Hey, man.
We talking about practice.
Listen, let me explain something to y'all about playing basketball in Europe, man. It ain't for one, it's not for everybody. Two, I think Keith Bullock and Ramon were talking about it. Being a professional is not for everybody. Dude, when you got to go, like you hear about a person going to Turkey or Greece. I was in Athens, Greece. Like, and you think, oh, man, that's got to be pretty cool, man.
World traveler.
All the things you can see and everything. Man, you don't understand, man. When you get off that plane, there ain't nobody. Ain't nobody, dog. It might be a man that got your name on a card that's telling you, I'm here to take you, in broken English, I take you home. I'm like, no, you ain't taking me home. The plane got to do that. It was, but I ride with you, though. You know what I mean? And to make sure you got the team.
So they take you to
stuff.
this apartment thing that you didn't choose.
Yeah, you didn't choose. You know what I mean? And you in there. Ain't no cable. Ain't no phone on. Like, they just put you in an apartment. And you sit there. They tell you what time practice
Like
is.
cinder block walls.
Then a GM will come talk to you and all that. But, man, dude, when you there for about 13 or 14 days with no communication, it's just all you know is basketball. I'm telling you, man, like, hey, well, I used to tell people all the time, like, you come to visit me, man, listen, this vacation for you, and you can go say, I got to go to work. You know what I mean? I can go kick it on Sunday or something like that at the game, but other than that, hey, man, this
That's
work,
like
man.
when we put Wheezy on, Wayne Chisholm.
Yeah.
He was just in his room.
That's right. He in a safe place. Man, because then you got to think, man, you go to Eastern Europe.
We should call him again because he was like, literally, we're like, hey, thanks for doing the show. He's like, hey, man, call me anytime.
He loved to talk. I'm telling you, he wants some friends over there, man. Dog, especially where he over there in Eastern Europe and where this is going down there, dog. They operate differently.
Yeah.
They operate differently, man. I'm telling you.
So gun pulled on you in Tuscany? Is that where you were?
No, I was in Turkey. I was in Istanbul. Mm-hmm.
Tuscany's, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
little better. All right, Daryl in White House, Trash Talk. Daryl, what's up?
What up, Daryl?
Hey, I'm calling. Go Vols.
Hey,
we are
there we
going
go.
to have a little love for Bruce Pearl for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to spank at Auburn.
That's right.
Okay. They're going to take that little tiger tail, tuck it between their legs, pick up that little Tweety bird that's been caged, and take it on back down south.
Yeah.
Go Vols.
Woo!
He said Tweety Bird.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, really. I mean, they bring the Tigers, the Eagles. What are they doing?
Whatever they bringing. How they got 2 mascots? 2 animals.
I don't know, but that War Eagle gets
That's
lost.
serious.
Like, he'll start to do his own flight path sometimes, man.
I've seen him run into a sky deck.
We know you have. That's your team.
So he ran into the window and then he almost landed on me. Yeah.
You should have. You should have landed dead on
You're
me.
going to have Hunk just wondering what his status is with you.
Whole weekend.
From here on out,
Whole weekend. He's just gonna send me
Hunk
pictures.
overthinks things.
Oh, dude, you don't. No.
Good.
I'll be awake at night. I'll roll over. I'll look at my son.
There'll be Slay right there.
And he'll look at me and be like, "Go Vols, Daddy."
Yeah, that's real. That's
Can I
Ollie.
say
That's
that,
my
son?
man. No. Ollie, don't let him.
It's amazing. They're
Yeah.
literally going to have a house with an Alabama fan, an Auburn fan, and a Tennessee fan.
That's right. And
Because all he likes is the Vols because of you.
Yeah, that's my man.
All right, let's go to Woody in Hendersonville. Woody, what's up?
What are you doing, brother?
What are you doing, man?
Instead of a statue, what I did for the game the other day, I made Pekka pecan ice cookies.
Hey, that's a heck of a salute.
And I made 2 dozen, and in a half hour, they were all gone.
Oh, yeah, you got.
Why, did Hunt come over?
My friends were saying, get a food truck, so a cookie truck.
There you go, Woody.
You must,
All right.
yeah, you got.
Thank you, man.
flavor
Have a
in
good
them
weekend.
things. There you go, Woody. Go Vols.
Cookie truck with Pekka pecans.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Tennessee's going to win.
Tennessee going to handle business.
Tennessee's going to win. What do you think the line's going to be? About Vols by 1? Something like that?
That's the funniest thing, man. They keep on going into these matchups with high top 5 ranked teams and keep on being the favorite.
Because that would tell me they're begging you to bet Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
Like people that don't – because everybody in America is betting on games, right? Like not just the people around here that follow it closely.
Yep.
Right? So like a Tennessee by 1, people will look at that and go, wait, against the number 3 team in America, I'm betting on Auburn.
Yep.
Money line.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so that would lead me down Tennessee, just like the Kentucky game.
Yep. Well, I'm telling you what's going to happen, man. Tennessee going to be locked and loaded, man. I'm going to be up there and I'm going to be in the house. Somehow I'm going to get it back out with Stir of the Pearl when they start doing the swag surf or something. You know what I mean? Something's going to take place.
You got to get the car ain't got no roof playing. Come on, Stir.
I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know. In that environment, I don't know if I can handle it, man. I really don't know.
Stir would do it for you, wouldn't he?
Stir, listen, you talking about my guy, my DJ? Stir of the Pearl, that's my guy. Stir will do anything I ask. That's my guy. We got a great relationship, especially in clubs.
International
I don't really want. Nope.
International light.
I need somebody else to play it. I need somebody else to play
else
it.
here.
I need somebody else to press that play. Pan? No, heck no. No, he can't come in and play nothing. Pan chose too. I'm running out of producers.
Schaefer,
come back.
I would go in there and hit the button, but we ain't got time.
We ain't got enough time. But we got enough time to watch him get that butt spanked tomorrow.
It's going to be a fun weekend. We'll be back at it on Monday. We'll talk about it all.
Ooh, let's go, Vols!
As we always do.
Let's go, baby.
Hit us on Twitter anytime at 3HL1045, at Ron Slade 35, at Brent Doherty, at Joe Hunt.
prayers.
Later.